junk. Like somebody else is broadcasting now, and I think I want to watch somebody else's broadcast.
It's not junk.
Right now?
It's not junk if somebody else is broadcasting.
If I'm trying to broadcast, I'm not going to watch somebody else's broadcast. Just saying. You know, maybe that sounds all exclusionary.
If you're broadcasting now, we didn't mean to say that your broadcast is junk.
Well, that's not the junk I was talking about, really.
Deep breath.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Glad to see you.
John is here. Awesome.
Checking out the
Now,
YouTubes, which I believe we're going. We
Live?
need to learn. And
You should just let me do this.
something happened.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
There you go.
Gotta learn how to do it. Now that we're back up on the YouTubes, and bang. That's 4 or 5 steps more than you really should have to do. Don't you agree? I don't see anybody yet, but...
okay, but we are on YouTube,
We're on YouTube.
as well. So, if you'd like to watch us either place,
I don't know what the problem
Facebook
was,
and YouTube.
but we're back.
There was a problem. It
A couple
was
weeks
fixed.
ago, we fixed it. Well, she fixed it, actually.
Tiger King. Who's watching Tiger King? Or has watched Tiger King?
The raison d'etre of this whole episode. Just a minute, I want to move this over. So then, there
I
we
want to
go.
know who's watching, who has watched. We've actually
Ms.
finished
Patterson
Tiger
has joined.
King. Hello.
Jury friend.
Janice and Amy. Yes. Hi, Amy. Good to see you here.
Excellent.
We finished Tiger King, but who all either has finished or is watching Tiger King? Because
It's kind of all over the socials.
It's something else.
It's a phenomenon because it is exactly that style of real life, documentary / train wreck / gang of idiots that is a little compelling, and that the more you go into
Train wreck.
it's one of those series where the more you get into it, like episode 2, episode 3, you're like, this doesn't get any dumber or more whack, and it does.
Oh yeah.
It just keeps
No,
going.
it keeps getting more whack.
Train keeps
whole way
barreling
through.
down the rails, nobody at the helm.
Nope.
And you think, no, this can't possibly. What? Everybody in this is out of their minds. Everybody who handles live animals, like the live animal farms and the safari in Missouri or whatever, all that across the country, and breeding, etc., is out of their minds. Every
Yes.
single one. So,
Well, they have the tigers and the lions and the ligers and the tie-lie ligers.
the tie-lie.
The breeding. When they
minute.
breed a tiger with a lion,
Tiger with a lion.
it's a liger.
It's a liger, and then you breed a
And
liger with a lion.
And
Tiger-
then you got the
tiger with a
liger.
Lilac.
Yeah, it's and then you got the
you're making this up now.
I am not making this up. I am not making
This
this
is not a bunch of hybrid animals that would never occur in nature.
I am not making it up.
That's your next drink at the tropical bar, is what it is.
Google
the
it.
tie-lie liger.
Google it.
You're making this
Tie-lie
up.
liger.
You're making this up.
Nope.
No.
No. And they call it like a T3 or something.
She's not making this up.
Yeah.
Tie-lie liger.
Nick is here.
Somebody
Hi,
needs
I'm
to come
Bob.
up with a drink called the tie-lie liger, though.
Okay, we're missing.
Light bulb just
we're
goes off.
missing them.
Oh, we got him.
Oh,
Totally
okay.
got him. Here.
Hi, Lisa and Errol. I knew we'd miss people.
All right, let me catch
And
him up.
Steven.
Said hi to Steven already.
Okay.
Bob has joined.
Yeah.
John couldn't watch this. Crazy idiots. If I were to choose 2 words to describe this series, I probably couldn't do better than that, John.
Crazy and idiots.
You want to break this down? Let's actually stop all the yammering here and just get right back down to the basics. 2 words, crazy idiots.
I forgot an
Boom.
ingredient
Boom.
though.
That's it. Oh, I'll vamp while you.
I forgot the no, not for my first drink.
Oh yeah,
Not for my first drink. For the second, I forgot the Amarillo.
Oh,
but
we can
it's
get
okay.
that.
Oh, and the coconut seltzer too.
We can get both of those.
They're in the
things.
fridge.
That's for the second.
It's okay,
That's
we
for the
got
second.
them. But
anyway, we also
who's
have
ready for a drink?
Janice is
Besides
on.
me.
Janice is on episode 2 already, which means that she hasn't actually gotten crazy idiot enough. But if she gets further and further along, she's going to find her brain cells disappearing, and then she'll say, "What happened?"
You keep thinking it can't get worse, and it does.
And it just goes
But it
on.
does.
No, your brain cells are not going to disappear, but you're just going to be. The thing is, your face is going to hurt from the number of times you go, wait a minute. You're just going to keep doing that. What? I'm not even going to tell you who aren't watching this series exactly what is what. You will watch it if you care, and you'll go, what? Excuse me, I just hallucinated. What? It just goes on.
And we found out. I don't even think
Goes on.
they don't even say this in the series, but I did research for this. You know how Joe Exotic is a singer? No, he's lip syncing.
Although, wait.
Somebody else is a singer. He's not even a singer. It's
During
not
the
even
series,
him.
there he is on the music
Not
videos,
even
and you're
him.
like, hey, he's actually a pretty nice singer, And then you
You're
find
like,
out, no.
okay, he's got a voice.
Faking
It's not the kind of music I listen to, but he's got a voice. No, he doesn't.
Faking it.
Nope, he's lip syncing.
Completely faking it.
So.
Amy is noting, please don't let it make you think that all Oklahomans are like this.
Oh, my parents are from Oklahoma.
I believe.
My parents are from Oklahoma.
One of them was watching, and these are not exactly her
No.
people. I'm just saying.
No.
That's
No.
not really the case. That's not where she came from. I've seen pictures of your successful grandparents and great-grandparents and all that. I think your great-grandfather was a lawyer.
Yes.
So he's
no.
he's not hanging out in Hicksville with the morons and the meth fiends like
shooting dummies of Carol Baskin.
shooting, like, you're really assassinating people via proxy here and thinking that's okay. This is what can I tell you?
But speaking of Carol Baskin,
Speaking of Carol Baskin,
my first drink this
who
evening
you tend to resemble
will be the Carol. Yeah, I tried to go as full Carol Baskin as I could tonight. I don't have Aretha flowers, so I had to put a lei on my head.
It's pretty damn good, I got to say.
Like
damn good.
we're quarantined. You make do.
Hi Nick. Hi Amy. Hi Jill.
Yes,
Hi
Amy
Bill.
and Jill, hi.
Winger, he's here.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. We were just listening to some
Hi.
hard rock
Oh
earlier.
my gosh,
Speaking
and
of Winger,
Ken,
Ken is here.
hello.
If I can scroll, I can see everybody else here. Boom, boom, boom. David. Daniel
Daniel
Peter.
here.
Daniel, thank you. Everybody. I think
Oh my
everybody.
gosh,
Oh,
Sam.
Sam's here.
Hi, Sam.
Aloha from Texas.
Yay.
Because, we have to, this series, essentially starts to make fun of people in Oklahoma. But let's not forget Texas. Speaking of, people who tote a lot of guns and speak a lot of big talk.
To be fair, the people in Oklahoma on that show, not even the people. I mean, the people, like the women who work for him, when they interview them, they seem pretty straightforward.
Seem kind of straight.
It's more Joe.
Him.
And
some of his minions. And then
some of them are just kind of sad sacks, though. I mean,
that was his MO. He hired all of the.
He hired people who just got out of prison and stuff, and
sort of the downtrodden, and that was his thing. So that's what you got,
Yeah.
If there was a fair number of meth heads hanging out on his property, it's like, well, what can I say? He kind of coaxed that out.
In the deep research I did, how did he get all these husbands? Joe, it's he
multiple
plied
husbands.
them with dope and meth. Isn't that romantic?
Because basically you've got this guy.
Wine, women, and song.
If you've been watching the series, I don't need to tell you. Yeah.
Pot, meth, and men.
Pot, meth, and men.
Yeah.
I think you just.
I think that's going to be another drink tonight.
You find your another drink tonight.
Pot, meth, and men.
Pot, meth, and men. I mean, but basically, look, this guy is walking around his compound, basically like Ted Nugent, toting guns, shooting effigies at people, and saying, "I'll put a cap in your ass," and all this kind of stuff. And then blah blah blah. I'm here. I don't believe in government control. Blah 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 blah. And I'm gay. And you're like, what? What doesn't? Huh? Fine. Okay. I don't care. But how did that come into this? And it's like, yeah, he is. And it's like something doesn't really compute here. But that's not the least of it. Then the rest of it goes on, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
It is absolutely.
I got ahead of him. I got ahead of him while watching it, so I didn't tell him anything. I just let him say these things for himself. He's like, "What?"
Scratch.
He's like pausing it. What?
Huh?
What?
Yep.
Anyway.
I
want to make the Carol Baskin.
Is it time for a drink?
I'm dying to try this.
Time for a drink, 15 minutes ago. So what do you have here in this little infusion glass?
So the Carol Baskin, I infused vodka today, and I infused it with a hemp tea bag.
So you happen to have
I've got
a hemp tea bag.
Vodka.
Hemp
for the Carol Baskin. So
Hempka is a known quantity in Russia, by the way.
Oh, I need a mixing. Can you hand me that glass,
I will
please?
be glad to.
Thank you.
Elevator going down.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. There you have it.
You can't see it, but I'm wearing leopard leggings, too.
I need a mixer, too.
And I'm just touching the ice because it's just us. If you were here, I wouldn't touch the ice.
We would use the scoop.
I'd use the scoop.
The scoop or the tongs. I'm trying to catch a few comments here. John wants to set those cats free. When you start to hear everyone involved in this, I love the big cats, and then you start to hear about they get a little too big, they're no longer cuddly, and they have too many big cats, and they can't feed them, and it's like, what happens to the big cats? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, bad things start to come out of that. And now, oh man, It does make you mad, doesn't it?
So 2 ounces of hemp vodka, which you make by pouring out 2 ounces of vodka and infusing a hemp tea bag in it all day. And
there was hemp, not actual, medical. So there's no actual effects here.
No, you can go buy hemp tea at places. The health food store.
Honestly, it tastes like toasted rice. I think it's mostly toasted rice with a few hemp seeds thrown in.
And then I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of sour cherry liqueur. And Amy's local. You can get this at any liquor store around here because it's from American Fruits.
Yeah.
Warwick Valley. So
highly recommended if you're around here. If you have a chance to order it, well, that might be a little elaborate, but you'd love it. Just saying. You can order from a lot of places these days.
A 1/2 ounce of ginger liqueur.
Ooh, which ginger liqueur are you using?
This is Putnam Valley from Vermont.
We are up there on occasion, and they have a line of excellent liqueurs. And
a little bit got on my hands.
And a little bit on my hands. Lick. There's also the Barrows Intense, which we highly recommend from Brooklyn. We shot an episode there. You can look it up, have a lot of fun with that. That is all fresh ginger and high test. And they just soak the gingerness out of it.
The gingerness.
And then strain it and add sugar to make it a liqueur and cut down to size. And bang, there you go.
3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice.
Uh-huh. Shake. And you're refusing to watch the cat show. Well, I can hear you.
I can't.
On principle,
I couldn't look away.
It's interesting. You might find it strangely compelling, but on principle, I hear you. And Nick just simply says, "Oh, awful humans probably couldn't stop." Well, that's
I know.
There's something compelling about all this.
And then I'm going to strain it into my cocktail glass, but I'm not done.
Michael has some Tiger glass. His grandfather got back on the 60s. We owned an Esso station.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Esso Tiger, which became the Exxon Tiger.
Poured out my extra because I wanted to leave a little space because I'm going to pour in a splash of dry red wine.
You kind of think that Carol is a dry red wine drinker?
Yes.
And possibly other substances.
I feel like she's a rosé drinker. Rosé all day.
Chianti, perhaps. That kind of thing.
Oh, wow. I like that. Try
Let's
that.
Give that a whirl. I did not doubt. We didn't actually road test this, but
you know what? I'm getting the hemp, but it's not
not dopey.
You get the aftertaste of the hemp for sure.
Try. We didn't road test this.
But it's fruity.
We usually road test
we did not.
Before we go, but sometimes we just wing it. And I thought this will be perfectly great. Yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, that's actually a really good balance.
I like the Carol Baskin.
I like the Carol Baskin. She is yet another of the nuts on this show, I got to say. Whoa, am I actually slamming people? They're public figures, okay? They're on this show. They agreed to.
Okay, so who thinks she killed her husband?
I will personally say we have absolutely no evidence that happened, but every one of her enemies on this show whips it out in the first second, which makes me think, okay, so this is the big BS rumor that nobody can prove, okay? I'm not saying anything at all. That's I work in the legal department. That case is pending. Boom, 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 boom. Steve says, Steven, I don't know if you're Steve. We maybe all think the same thing. When are you guys going to do a song? Another song? Oh, I mean, live on air? Well, I don't know. One of these days.
Get a few drinks in us. We might break into song.
There's a guitar over there, I got a uke. But if you watch next Tuesday, you will see a fresh song.
We'll have another song Tuesday.
Last Tuesday, you saw a pair of songs. And if you didn't see them, then check it out. That was Tuesday's episode. We are producing many more music videos these days.
Oh, Amy has a...
Hey!
Oh, nice. Yes, Paul is wearing a Nehru jacket.
Yes. This is not vintage 1968 like it might be. Actually, this one over here sent it through the sewing machine and came up with this, which is kind of marvelous.
I have a matching dress, but then I decided to go Carol Baskin tonight.
I think that's more appropriate for the thing.
Yeah.
That actually, the dress is pretty hot, so I'll say that right now.
I wonder if I could send Carol Baskin this recipe.
And if she'd be interested.
Yeah.
Well,
I could tweet it at her.
You could tweet it. Tweet it out. Maybe she'd be interested. She'd probably be like, hemp tea? Oh, I don't know. Gee,
I think she does. Oh,
brand.
Patricia, hello. I don't think she disavows this show, so she might not appreciate it. But
or was saying, oh, they've all agreed to be on this show. Well, you agreed to be filmed anyway. She thought
it was going to be all about
Her.
big cat rescue and everything. And really, she didn't think it was going to be sensationalized. It's like, oh, Carol, really? You know?
The crux of this all is Mr. Exotic himself, his legal name, and his shenanigans.
No, his legal name is Joseph Maldonado Passage.
I thought he changed it to Exotic.
Am I wrong? No, when you see him in court, like under his court videos, it says Joseph Maldonado Passage.
I guess he legally is non-exotic. Whatever, I speak out of turn. Sorry, Joe. But really, he's kind of one of
Kristen's here. Hi.
The linchpins of all this, and he's what kind of makes us all tick.
Caroline, hi. Yeah, no, he's Joseph Maldonado. I mean, he pretty much changes his name every time he gets a new 19-year-old husband. But yeah, because he's had a lot of names. And if you look, he's had a lot of aliases too. He went by Cody something, Cody Ryan or something, and just like full on aliases. Not even like Joe something else. Cody.
I'll just say there's a fair amount of showbiz and BS, and maybe I'm just being redundant there, but there's plenty to go around. But there's plenty to go around with all of these characters.
Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, there we go. MD baby.
Suze, thank you. This is my Carol Baskin out. I might wear it for Halloween. But no one will remember Carol Baskin by Halloween.
Yeah, by that point, no one's going to care because we're going to be out of some other things and people will have their minds refocused.
Yeah.
The Mad Dog you mentioned there, I might have something to say about that shortly. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, anyway.
So this was the Carol Baskin. 2 ounces of hemp vodka, which you make by infusing a hemp tea bag in 2 ounces of vodka all day. And it really does taste like it, but it's good. A 1/2 ounce sour cherry liqueur, a 1/2 ounce ginger liqueur, 3/4 ounce fresh lime juice, shake, strain, and top with a splash of dry red wine.
Dry red.
The Carol Baskin.
Which dry red did you use for this fine
I
creation?
used Francia Merlot because we had it.
Happen to have it. I suppose any good dry red will do. Any mediocre dry red will probably do fine too.
Yep.
And we've got Pepper Tree Villa
Pepper
here.
Tree, hello, Gibson.
And we have Knick Knack happening. Clobber, hello.
Clobber, hello.
And Gibson and Sandra.
Sandra, hi.
Hello,
good. There's some people on the YouTubes as well.
We were pretty quiet on YouTube for a second.
Welcome to the YouTube folks.
I'm sorry that if I appear to be ignoring you, we have a lot of comments flying on the Facebook. I'm trying to wrangle them all.
No, but I'm glad you're here because the last couple of weeks we haven't been able to go live on YouTube because of a technical glitch. Which the glitch was fixed. So
there's a technical term for that technical glitch. It's called a dumb problem, but you persisted, you fixed it. We're good. Here we are again, and we intend to be both places because hey, one of these might crap out on you, and you just switch to the other. It's okay.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
But
PayPal like a tiger.
Hello.
Okay, now we're really getting somewhere there, Sam. I didn't mean anything but the comment about Texas and Oklahoma.
Hi, Stephanie and Denise. Hi, and Jim. Chaz. Hello.
Well,
hey,
if people could refrain from commenting about political figures, that would be much appreciated. Just saying. So, Extra Bloody. Oh yeah, well, Extra Bloody kind of describes this show. There's a fair amount of raw meat being slung around, and even Carol, who was just like Save the Animals, there's a picture of like her minions with like 3 dead bunnies. It's like, jeez, for cripe's sake. I know you have to feed these animals what they eat, but I just thought that just. It doesn't look right, even if it's just the facts, ma'am. What can you say, Hi, Suze.
Oh, Carol.
Yeah.
Oh, Carol.
Somebody says Tiger Tail Dole Whip.
Marisa, hello.
Dole Whip the formula is now available.
Yes.
Hello. Just because Disney had to close parks.
Now.
It's pretty simple, too. And I think if you followed, it would be pretty excellent.
Can we get ice cream at the farm store?
Probably. I could say.
I discovered that... shopping at the farm store, I'm never going to probably go back to the supermarket because our supermarket app has totally crashed. You can't get on it. You can't get delivery times. None of them. I can't get on any of the supermarket apps. I can't get nothing. So we looked into the local farm store, and not only could you just place an order over the phone, they'd bring it out to you. There was nobody there. It was great. It was heaven. And there's no fee. Like, they don't even charge you the $5 fee to bring it out to your car. So...
There we
Cheers to them.
And there was a mention on the
Pauline, hello.
Earlier today, there was a short discussion about White Russians that happened up there. One of our good friends, and I see Sam whipping out the appropriate terminology from, of course, the Lebowski. And thank you. That's quite excellent. As we recall, Ohana Aizu recalled, was it just last year that Sam was actually participating in the Lebowski room,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was pretty damned awesome. I bowled a couple of terrible frames, and I had a couple of White Russians. I tell you, it's pretty awesome. And we have Pepper Chorilo's here too. Okay, great.
Hello.
Hey, whatever platform works for you, stick with it.
Yeah,
If you want to be both
exactly.
places, hey, that's
Colonel
great.
Keg, hello.
That's kind of cool.
Glendora for president. Thank you. I'll let her know. I'll let her know.
I'll let her know. You know, the second woman to run for president, if not the third. Just saying. Yes, and Pepper, we're definitely going to keep going on YouTube unless other problems arise. Cough, cough, cough. But we're here for the long run. But definitely, yeah.
If I'm the one who has to figure out tech problems, we're in trouble. But I did it.
But you did
I
it.
did it.
I
didn't figure. Well, I had tech support.
You had tech support.
Yeah, but
our camera actually comes with tech support for real, which is more than you're going to get from one of these platforms. But you corresponded, you tried things, bang, it worked.
Yep.
And there we go. So, woo! I tell you,
it's hot being Carol Baskin.
You know something? This thing is
Hair on my
remarkably. This thing holds body heat remarkably well, and the standard one is usually you make this out of sari fabric, which is like all synthetics, and that's like, oh, and then you're out on a dance floor or something.
Oh, Errol loves the
Nuts.
ice bucket.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty neat, huh?
That came from Target about
15 years ago plus. 17
I
years ago?
think we brought it right after we bought the house. So
17
years ago.
17 years.
Yeah.
Here we go. Thank you, Amy, for dropping in.
Yes,
Old
thank you.
recipe.
Yes.
I think that the park is not actually using that recipe because there are no chunks in the stuff. But if you did that, it would have a really nice pineapple flavor, and you'd love it.
Unless
So,
they're just pulverizing
the hell out of it.
pineapple. But
I think they're using the powdered mix, honestly. But they probably mix up with some soft syrup.
there is a powdered mix
Yeah.
that a friend of ours ordered. We actually made Dole Whips in a video, but it was the mix that like ice cream stands and stuff order. But that one's, you could get the ingredients for the one that was shared. So yeah, I would do that. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
We have plenty of pineapple juice. Hi, John. We have plenty of pineapple juice. We just need to get ice cream.
John is a manufacturer of some.
Oh, Stephanie's asking, what's the farm store? It's called Soon's Orchards.
Yeah, right down the block.
Real near us. But yeah, if you live anywhere near a farm store, I bet they would bring it out to your car.
These days, all of these stores, most of them are open because they're considered essential, that they're serving food,
yeah,
etc., food and services. This is an orchard which does apple picking in the fall, which serves cider all year long, which happened to do a really smart thing and start making hard cider, and then established a speakeasy room, and then they started selling all the local liquors.
And the speakeasy, you can do cocktail pickup. Like so many, like Luau, one of our favorites, you can do cocktail pickup. Kowloon
Take a growler to go.
Saugus, Massachusetts, cocktail pickup.
That up.
Mai Kai is doing it by the gallon.
Yeah.
You can pick up a gallon of drinks.
Gallon of fog cutters.
So yeah.
Just remember that that's not a single serving size. Just in case you were thinking that, if you pick up a mystery bowl in the growler, you're supposed to have 5 straws for 5 people. Just anyway. So
pour one straw and sit by yourself. I won't judge you.
No, oh well, what the heck,
You got to do what you got to do to not go nuts.
Hey, start early and go all day. You can't drink all day unless. And thank you, Jamie. I think you commented earlier before about that. I really appreciate.
Thank you.
Appreciate the comment before. So nice. Appreciate you showing up now. We do this because we do this. We're not going to be stopped. We did put in.
No one's trying to stop us.
We did not panic buy any products, and we're not about to. Although we
did kind of panic buy champagne.
We were a little alarmed by the number of shortages, and we decided to stock up. Let's put it that way. It wasn't panic, but we do have a liquor locker, which has bonuses of many things. So when we actually do kill that 175 of brandy, we have a spare, and the whiskey we have a spare, tequila we have a spare. And bubbles because we use one a week anyway, and we now have a month's supply. After that, we're screwed.
I'm usually the last person to hear about these things, so you've probably all heard about this already. But if you are not using Drizzly to order liquor online, highly recommend. So it's Drizly.
We use it with our local store. The order went through, we were charged, and then they said, okay, well, you'll get alerted when it's coming. And I got this text, and they came within about 40 minutes, maybe?
Or less.
It was maybe 30 minutes.
So
I mean, they're right across town.
Drizzly.
They're
And
15 minutes across town. That was fast.
You put in your address, and then they hook you up with a local liquor store in the app. And yeah, they had everything we wanted, and it was here probably in a half hour. And really? I think they charged us I think there was an introductory bonus, so I think we got charged like $5 or something. I think the normal is $10, but still, to not have to go in there, nobody here social distances. Nobody in our town anyway.
It's a little, it's about 50-50 in my estimation, and it's like, that's not a very good stat when you really need to be distancing. Who was the quote that I saw somewhere who said, I think it was on the socials, and I forget who it was. If it was one of you, let me know. Said, well, let's see, all you punk rock fans, Joey Ramone was 6'6". So basically, we need to be one Joey Ramone unit apart. And all I can say to that is, gabba, gabba, hey, stay away from me. There we go. We're going to
Suzanne, hello.
Catch up on a couple of go to the White House.
And
Woohoo!
Bruce, hello.
Hello, Bruce. Hello,
Marcy.
Marcy.
Hi.
Michelle. Chloe.
Hello.
Boom, 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 boom.
So, yeah.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Dan. Hello, y'all. Here we
Hi.
go. Dan, I'm going to have something for you in a minute that I think you might enjoy. I'm not saying that you like these big sweet drinks with like a lot of sweet tea in them, but you might. You might. I'm going to try to make it good.
Now, I was just going to bust our neighbors. Our neighbors don't social distance. And the woman works at a nursing home. We see them out there talking to their friends. Like their friends pull up in a car and she like sticks her head in the car and everything. No mask, no gloves. She works at a nursing home. You know,
talk about your vulnerable population. We're all vulnerable in this one, but specifically, we've heard about a pretty unacceptable rate happening in those places.
Yep.
Pretty hard. Hi, Doug. Hi, Bill.
Yes, exactly. The problem with panic buying, Lisa says, is it causes further panic. Agreed. I'm not panicked. Now that I know I can get food at Soon's and I can get liquor from Drizzly, I'm good for the duration.
Yep.
I was panicked when I could not panicked because we have stuff, but when I couldn't get on the supermarket app for several days because it was just too crowded, I started to get a little concerned. But not anymore. Not anymore. I'm going to delete the app from my phone.
I know, it's a drag when you're trying. It's like you could get a spot over at the pickup from the big box store by getting trying it between 2 and 6 a.m. So you're going to sit there for 4 hours?
Yeah, you have to wake up at 2 a.m. No, thank you.
Just so you can get your box of Cheerios?
Nope.
You know, maybe if you wait a week, you can buy a crate from one of the online purveyors. It'll cost you $100 and you'll have Cheerios forever.
Marie, hello.
You know? Kind of crazy.
Yep, nope.
Crazy,
I'm not worried about
crazy.
it anymore. I'm buying from the farm and getting my liquor from Drizzly.
Well, so apparently Lalo is delivering. Is that in Houston, Sam? Just wondering.
Yes.
Oh, it is? Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, it was in Texas.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm missing comments there.
Houston.
But definitely. Or as they say in New York, Houston. But that's not Houston.
Jamie Panic Barber. Well,
admits it.
We bought 8 bottles of Kava, and we've used 4 of them already.
It was a month's supply, and I think it took us a month to use
no,
it.
we bought it like a month ago. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not like we've gone through it in 2 days. But
that was a month's supply, and it took us a month to use it, more or less. And we have another month's supply, and at the end of this month, we'll be out. Just saying.
And then we'll get on Drizzly.
Now we'll get on Drizzly. And there we go.
Yep.
Make it easy. Is Martin's doing drop? I don't know. But I bet.
I don't think so, because if you go on Drizzly in Middletown,
it doesn't come
they
up.
hook you up with Consumer's Discount.
Okay.
Ours came from Consumer's Discount.
Hey, Marky. Speaking of our locals.
Yeah.
Once again, Soon's and Consumers are your friends in this whole thing, Mark. But definitely. They were actually very good. Soon's was great. I mean, we just called, I placed the entire order.
I've got their back forever now.
The guy said, well, our app is kind of new, so why don't you just, rate it off to me. And I did the whole thing. He checked everything out. He went to the case to check out products. Here's what we have in produce. Here's what we have in meats, blah, blah, blah. And just charged the card, and it's like, okay, come pick it up. That was it. Curbside.
It was so nice. They're like, we'll leave it in the refrigerator for you till you pick it up. Wow.
Hello, Hugo. Yeah. Hello, Marty.
Hello, Marty. Oh, we do have some locals here. I don't mean you guys. If you're here, you're smart.
If you're here, you're here.
But I hear a lot of people in Middletown are not social distancing, including our neighbors.
I think anybody
so we just don't talk to them.
who is joining this webcast here, this broadcast, etc., understands the rules of engagement and is following them because they're watching the show. Because we have a bunch of smart people watching the show. That's what I want to say.
Exactly.
That's about it. Compliment to you all. You've all
Hugo, hello.
shown enough kindness to watch us on a Thursday. Yeah. What delivery are you using for groceries? We actually are using a local farm store. It's attached to an orchard.
Yeah, if you're anywhere near a farm and they have a store, check them out because ours, like you just called them up and they just took the order over the phone. And yeah, I can't say enough good things. And you don't have to get on some supermarket app and be competing with a million other people.
Most of your big chain supermarkets have an app for it. They ordinarily do a really small business and curbside pickup. People like to go in and choose, right? They like to squeeze the Charmin. They like to squeeze the grapes. But here, it's like you're much smarter to stay out of the darn store. And when you actually go in there and find people are being really in your face.
Coughing on you.
I mean, Marky had a comment on that a while back, and I think, oh, geez. Yeah, could you mind?
Yeah.
People, well, here's the yardstick. Double that, if you would. So, find your local small store that just wants to stay in business and has fresh produce and has like a meat case and has the fruits and whatever. This joint had limes. Where are they getting them from?
Yeah, they had limes.
I don't know, but they're
a local farm, but they had limes.
And the price was okay.
Can't grow limes around here, but they found them. So,
You know that the apples come from, the stuff, the field next door, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Stephanie
the limes
says
come from somewhere else.
They're stocked, not hoarding, just stocked out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, we're stocked. But yeah.
And making 44 Mai Tais in batches. Ooh, I think if Dan joins, that's his MO.
Now I want 44 Mai Tais.
And then he's gonna bottle the premix, and the bottle specifically says 2 parts this, 1 part rum, boom, whatever. And that's hey, a lot of restaurants, bars over the past maybe 5-10 years have started doing that batched up cocktail thing on tap. Cocktails on tap. And then there's the barrel-aged, like barrel-aged Manhattan, that kind of thing.
So do you have a cocktail for us?
I think we do. Hi, Johnny.
Hi.
Clemente and Appleton Estates Mai Tai. Oh, that sounds marvelous.
Yeah.
Yep. And let's see. Tom is here.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Tom. You were the one with the White Russians earlier today. Ding, 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 ding. Had a drink to make. Was that White Russian? Just saying.
Yes, farms
make
food. Exactly.
Then boom, 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 boom.
Exactly.
The turn of the century in Hugo's. Everyone's on bikes and walking around and sitting on the porch. You just walk by. Hiya, Hugo. How you doing today? Doing just fine,
and we're buying
Sam.
food at the farm store.
Boom, boom.
That's very turn of the century, too.
Remember, you can always get your meat from Walmart dumpsters. Not anymore. It's all going to the Tiger King's compound. Yeah. Bang. Jeez.
Well, he said that to bring it back to Tiger King, he said that he was by getting the expired Walmart meat to feed to the animals, but apparently he was feeding it to his employees too. So shudder. Wrap your mind around that.
Well, I think the deal is that the employees were offloading it into the big bin for the big cats.
And I guess they were keeping it.
And they find some terse cuts of bologna and they're like, yoink,
thank you. And Coco, hello.
Expired bologna, just recommended. Just a word to the wise over there.
And Sunrunner, hello.
I don't really need to tell you that, but yeah. Oh, hi, Josh.
Sunrunner, you're near Albany. Okay, well.
Yeah.
When we ever get out of this, we will have to get together at some get-togethers.
Albany?
There's a lot happening in the Hudson Valley.
A lot happening in Hudson Valley. Yeah. A lot happening in Upper Hudson Valley. Albany, what, a couple hours from us? It's not.
No, it's like 90 minutes from us.
Oh, what the heck? Not some crazy thing. It's not like we hop in the car and do that every weekend, but.
We've been known to do it.
We're known to do it.
Yeah.
We did shoot some episodes up there.
Yep.
And it was very cool. And of course, we go much further north for the Ohana event at Lake George. Glad to see. Albany's pretty happening these days.
Yeah.
Definitely say that. Yeah.
Oh, Coco. Yeah, we have been known to do some vintage appetizers. We need to do a 50s live, like a 50s cocktail party live. We had a suggestion for that. Well, we'll have to do one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. Make a bunch of pigs in blankets and rumaki and stuff.
Sam just made 2 drinks. Woohoo! Hello.
Fred, over on the YouTubes. We've got an
Check
Albany
YouTube.
person.
Got a whole Albany contingent kicking around on the YouTube.
Yep.
So there you go. Lemon Heart Coconut Cream Rum with White House Coffee Liqueur. Oh, no, that's kind of a classed up White Russian, I'm saying. Sounds like fun. Sounds like kind of awesome.
Well, my drink's almost gone.
Josh's
But I have a
Buffalo area.
mocktail to make.
Josh, say hi to Tom, also Buffalo area. And our good friends over at Cats Like Us, who just gave us a great shout out today. So I will on air give them a shout out back.
Yes.
Small business, does all that great vintagey stuff that you all like to see, including stuff like pomades and combs and hats for the ladies.
Clothing.
Underclothing.
Accessories.
Vintage. Galore. Get some great vintage stuff, great new stuff. I mean, they curate it for you, so you don't have to page through ages and ages of this stuff on some online purveyor. And they carry multiple sizes. And
they're in Tonawanda.
So
Josh is in the Buffalo area.
Great, cool little store. You really can't walk into them right now. They are doing by appointment. And they've always been selling online. And you can always go to them and sell. CatsLikeUs.com. Check them out. That's all I have to say. Boom.
All right, well, I'm going to make part 2 of my drink.
Okay. I'm going to think about what I'm doing.
Sugar, please.
Sugar, please. I will.
And then the book, because I got to remember what I'm doing here. But okay, I made the Carol Baskin.
Yep.
So I decided, we're trying to do a mocktail in these too, so that everyone feels included.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided for my mocktail, let me just take a quick look.
Quickie. This is...
I need the ginger.
So you need ginger extract.
I have the rest of it.
Bitters.
I need the ginger,
the
you need the amarula, and the coconut seltzer.
Come anyway.
Thank you. Okay, so the Carol Baskin was my first drink. So for my second drink, I'm going to make the Howard Baskin. Howard, I didn't even need this glass. Howard, as you probably know, if you've been watching Tiger King, was her hubby. Is her hubby. They're still married. He's not dead. Her first husband is dead. Presumed dead. Actually, he's missing. Give Carol the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, her second hubby is the missing one. She was married to some guy before that too. So I think Carol's on her third husband.
Working those husbands.
Howard Baskin. So the Howard Baskin.
Trying to beat the Tiger King.
I had the hemp-infused vodka for the first one. For the Howard Baskin, I'm simply using hemp tea. So 2 ounces of hemp tea. To that, I'm going to add 1 ounce of strawberry watermelon juice. Now, we got that at ShopRite before the mayhem started.
Mm.
But, yeah.
So you need right now?
Yes, I need the ginger.
Ginger extract.
Thank you. And then I'm going to, okay, so that was 2 ounces of hemp tea, 1 ounce of strawberry watermelon juice, and then I'm going to add a 1/4 ounce. It's hard to measure a 1/4 ounce, one of these big glasses, of ginger extract and lime. 3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice. I have to look at my notes. 3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice. So. Oh, and 4 dashes of orange bitters.
Oh, yes.
This is why I have notes.
That's correct.
Oh, deviled eggs. We have a lot of extra eggs. So, yes, Sunrunner is saying deviled eggs for an appetizer. Totally agree. I was thinking of doing deviled eggs tomorrow night. We do happy hour on Fridays where we do make a lot of appetizers. I was thinking we might do deviled eggs tomorrow. So, for the Howard Baskin, I'm going to shake all of this with ice and strain into my cocktail glass. I don't need this anymore. See what we think of Howard Baskin.
The Howard.
It kind of looks like a Howard Baskin, actually. He's always sort of in brown or gray. It's sort of brownish gray.
Sweaty this thing is. So yeah.
The Howard Baskin's good.
Let's give that a whirl.
Again, I'm getting the hemp tea, but it's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not that heavy.
Oh,
It's good.
cheese balls, yeah.
Oh. A good vote for Sam to always follow a recipe. Well, it's like
Hi, Bonnie.
with the drinks, we always measure and pour. You can't go wrong that way. There are a lot of people.
Howard is the second. Oh, Howard is the
Number
second.
two?
I thought Howard was. She was with some guy before the one who is missing, but I didn't know if she was married to him or not.
And we have a vote for damn Carol Baskins. You know what the problem with everything is in the country? Carol, bleep, Baskin.
I like that meme. You know why we're all still in quarantine? Carol effing Baskin.
There we go. Sam's going to vote for raw meat over ice.
Thank
Well,
you.
that defeated the big cats anyway. You know, just a little something for them.
The
Because
Howard Baskin's good. So, 2 ounces of hemp tea, 1 ounce strawberry watermelon juice, 1/4 ounce of the ginger extract, 3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice, 4 dashes of orange bitters.
and there you go.
Yay!
Boom, boom, boom.
Yay for Howard
It's a mouthful.
Baskin.
But definitely. Here we have a vote for the Tigerita. Who is asking about? Oh, Jamie. There's also something called the My Tigerita, which comes to us from Charles Phoenix, as I recall. And all that really is half Mai Tai and half margarita.
Margarita, yep.
If you're
It's
thinking,
really good.
How do
It
you
works.
what's up? You know, it's
It works.
literally like 1 ounce each. I'm talking a 2 ounce pour at your base. 1 ounce each of like rum of your choice. A nice dark rum is good.
Hi, Millie and Perry.
Maybe a reposado tequila, which is always a good idea. 1/2 ounce of your orange, 1/2 ounce of your almond syrup, 1/2 ounce of lime juice, or maybe 3/4, depending on how tart you like it. I like to throw in some orange bitters and some regular bitters, some regular old fashioned. Shake, strain, or just like kind of combine and give it a stir in your double old fashioned. And there you go, the My Tigerita. Excellent choice, and it's got tiger in the name, so there you go. Boom, boom, boom. I could be persuaded to make one of those, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Tigerita. It's a good idea.
Okay, so Daniel's also not interested, I reckon, in the show. I will say that it's a big turnoff thematically to a lot of people. And if you're like, no way ever, got it.
I get it.
Got it, totally. It's a train wreck kind of way, absolutely. It's this, I said at the outset of this, it's this bizarre train off the rails thing that just can't get any stranger. And then in the second episode it does, and in the third episode tops the second. It just keeps going, what the hell is with all these people?
I'm not ordinarily a big reality TV person, but just because usually the people are so unpleasant, but I feel like the people in this are so unpleasant that it actually becomes kind of like theater.
Essentially not a generally likable
kind of like Shakespearean
character
almost,
in this whole thing. And the ones who really push it are just over the bill. So anyway, Aya Lewis.
Or the ones that are likable either die or I don't know.
Yeah, a certain number of people die during the course of this, and you think, and it's just like really kind of tragic stuff. You know, the guy who kills himself, and you go, what the hell? He was just a troubled guy, you know, and he was just mixed up with these whack jobs.
I've also seen reports that was an accident, so I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't really kill himself.
I don't know. But it's just
hard to keep this stuff straight.
But anyway, we're not going to make a drink for him because that would be in poor taste. Because none of this is in poor taste, right?
You know. I think I'll write this down before I do it. Measure than pour.
I can write it down while you do it.
I'm thinking. That's the thing. I'm still kind of figuring what has to go into this monstrosity.
Makes me think of Christmas Story. It's like, don't bother me. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay, kid. There you go.
Okay, so Jamie shared the recipe. 1 ounce tequila, 2 ounces club soda, 1 ounce maple syrup.
OJ?
We could almost do this.
We don't have the maple, I don't think.
We have some maple syrup. I don't know if we have enough. Otherwise.
Huh?
Hello, Lewis. Oh, hi, Joan. I just saw Jonah's here.
Okay. So there we go.
They're talking amongst themselves.
Yes,
That's good.
please.
That's good.
Please discuss.
Discuss.
So let's see what else needs to go into this little baby here.
I could make my next drink while you work it out, but I still have some of my Howard Baskin.
Some of your Howard. Okay, I was about to do something hideous, but I think I'll do something much more ordinary.
Oh, good.
And we'll go from there. And this will actually end up being a reasonable facsimile.
We had plenty of
drink.
hideousness last week.
Plenty of hideous
or was
week.
it 2 weeks ago? There was some week you made some drink that was so awful.
I made two that were for St. Pat's. I found things that were Irish themed from the Mr. Boston book. And I said, these look pretty bad. I tried them. They were. They were definitely Prohibition era drinks. You know, when you couldn't get anything good. So there's just like, this is the mediocre junk that we could get.
That's the lesson. When the drink looks bad, it probably is. I gotta read comments.
Please, if you would. Thinking about, that should be good.
Oh, Joan brought her hubby. Hello.
We still have some black tea.
I don't know.
Let me go check that out. I might use another tea.
I might just start making my other drink because,
Let's see. I may be right back.
The Howard Baskin is a mocktail. 2 ounces of hemp tea, 1 ounce strawberry watermelon juice, 1/4 ounce of ginger extract, 3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice, 4 dashes of orange bitters. But he's taking a while, so I might just make my next one.
You're right there.
My next one
I just need to see to pour this, that's all.
is a dessert drink.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready to go.
Oh, he's ready. Okay.
All right. So actually...
Slam that mocktail.
Woohoo!
I'm hardcore.
Did you slam it?
I did slam it.
Wow, how about that?
I'm
All right.
hardcore.
So actually I'm going to put the final ingredient in here. And if you could write that in, I'm going to use 2 ounces of the hemp tea. And that goes.
Use up that hemp tea.
Use up that hemp. Since I've got this little measurer, let's keep going with that.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
I decided to do...
I've already decided this is going to be awful.
This could be okay. It'll be balanced. We're going to see.
We'll find out.
But definitely. I decided to actually make the Joe Exotic, the Tiger King cocktail. And the first thing I thought was, all right, pardon me. Here we go. There's your cocktail. Just drink it straight from the bottle. Jeremiah Weed sweet tea, vodka. Oh, wait, sorry. I should be polite. Shot glass. And there you go.
That's not a shot glass.
So there's...
If you do shots of that, you will be in the hospital.
There's your Joe Exotic. But I decided, okay, fine. I'll actually make a drink. So let's go with that. Now, we're going to actually build...
Tiger Saw Man. That might be my next one. Hi, John.
Brada. So let's actually start with a glass. We're going to build in glass.
We need to do a Tiger Saw Man.
I'm actually going to get the scoop. This is a little hard to handle right now.
Oh, he's being fancy and using the scoop.
And it's all snowy down here, but I want all that snowy stuff. There you go.
Snow leopard.
Snow leopard. Got it. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Boom. Lots of ice in your glass.
I mean, I was going to make mine, and then he came back.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hi, Philip.
So here we go. Pouring in 2 ounces of the hemp tea. And we're going to use 2 ounces of the Jeremiah Weed sweet tea. I think sweet tea flavored vodka. It's not just flavored vodka. There's sweetness to it. So it's kind of more of a liqueur. This is about 70 proof. I've had this for a while. Didn't really know what to do with it. It's not the sort of thing I like to take in shots. Although I think the idea is pour over ice and you're done.
I didn't love it.
Wow. I have no room left.
You need a bigger glass.
Ah!
Gotta get a bigger boat.
Need to remove some ice here. Okay, fine. We can do that. There's less of everything else, so that'll be fine, right? Okay, what else I have in there? That's about 1/2 ounce of lime.
We have Soko too.
Oh, yes, I've got the
I
Soko.
already hate this.
I'll put the Soko in. I
want to love it because he made it, but
I happen to like Soko myself. I happen to think if you put it in a balanced drink, you're good. Many of you out there, this was one of your introductions to liquor, and you have a really bad experience with it. Sorry. I know.
I'm having a bad experience just seeing it.
If you were to put all that in with, right now, with basically nothing to sour this up, you'd say, wow, that's pretty freaking sweet. So what we're going to do is throw in some lime.
Shudder.
In fact, I'll try it.
Wait, you didn't write... Oh, you did write down lime. Okay. Half-ounce lime.
Way too sweet. Unbalanced. Kind of icky.
It might need more than a half-ounce.
Okay, make it a 3/4.
Okay, 3/4.
It probably does need 3/4. Right now it's all hanging there like a tequila sunrise, so I'm going to throw in a stir stick to stir it up. You must combine. You're not drinking layers here, folks. And did I put anything else in there?
Ginger seltzer.
Oh, the ginger seltzer. I'm supposed to top with that. I got to make a little bit of room. Yeah, it's really not bad.
It's making me shudder, which means it's a good Joe Exotic cocktail.
I just figured that Joe would have something. Honestly, he wouldn't use that. He would use this. That would be a Joe Exotic, right? But I didn't feel like making a gargantuan drink that I wasn't going to finish.
Didn't feel like being sick all night.
And top with some ginger seltzer because I just wanted a little bit of that zing in there, you know? Tigers, rower. And boom. Give that a stir. We should probably get a straw on that.
Yep.
If you would, my tiger lady. And
Carol
boom,
Baskin.
the Tiger King.
Okay.
We should have an Opal Nugget ice machine. Hey, I love it. Hello, Phil. I don't know if he said hi.
So many things we should have.
Hello, John. Oh, Denise simply says, a Joe cocktail is a PBR or a natty. You know, we actually have a fair supply of Natty Bo kicking around for other reasons. Got no PBR, but we do have some Gansets. That'd be pretty good for Joe.
It's not bad.
See?
It's not bad.
I'm telling you, you look at the list of ingredients, you go, oh, God, I couldn't possibly do
like,
that.
ugh.
Are you out of your mind? SoCo and Jeremiah weed?
But the seltzer and the lime juice, save it.
You cut
really.
If you didn't have the lime, this
And
would
the tea.
just
The tea's
be
good.
a sickly sweet
Yeah.
monstrosity. If you love your cocktails like that, well, who am I to judge?
Sure.
But I say sour it up a bit and then lighten up a bit with the seltzer and away you go. It's actually pretty good.
Shudder.
Yeah, that's kind of within the realm of something that resembles like a Planter's Punch or something, just kind of a tall, light one.
Yeah.
I think this style of glass is kind of perfect, and I can sip on that. Yeah. All right, Joe, that's much more cocktail than you deserve. Just saying. Joe is currently in prison for what, felonies?
He's in prison for
I can say that.
murder for hire and for killing animals.
Yeah, that's right. He actually hired somebody to kill Carol. I think he denies a lot of this stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like,
does.
this is what you did, son. This is what you did.
Anyway.
So, and that's a problem. You can't just say, oh, well, she didn't get killed.
I want to make my dessert drink, but I think that I could probably be persuaded to make another one beyond that.
Maybe. Could be. The Don Zombie. Yeah. An Esso cocktail. Okay, second reference to Esso today.
Wouldn't Joe Exotic use Fireball? We don't have Fireball, but yes, I'm sure he would.
He would. And we could probably dummy that up with whiskey and hot damn. And I would want to use it to like set fire to things, which is what he would do. So there we go.
Bring a shaker.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, Dave. You know, gotta make a little room here. That's a very Joe thing to do. Gotta make some room at the top of this cocktail. Glug, glug, glug. Here we go. And the seltzer. You know?
Oh, could you give me the amarula, please?
Coming your way.
And the coconut seltzer, please.
And the coconut.
Thank you.
And you put the emeril in the coconut. Drink them both up.
So, my next drink will be the Doc Antle.
Oh, there we go.
And I'm starting with amarula. Because, you know, he rides around on an elephant.
Hello.
And there's an elephant.
Elephant on the
and apparently the money from Amarula, at least some portion of it, goes to
save the elephants.
Save the elephants.
From poaching, because people still think that their tusks have magic powers. Folks, it's a big tooth.
So we're starting
Wake up.
1 ounce of Amarula. We tried this one, so we know this is good.
John wants a Tony the Tiger sugar frosted martini. It's great!
I bet we could do that. Okay. Thank you. So 1 ounce of Amarula, 1 ounce of brandy.
It's amphetamines! That's what it is. Tiger milk.
1 ounce of brandy.
Right. Have you written this down?
I have.
Okay. Actually, Peter's got a vote in for Pepe Lopez. Now there is sort of a bottom shelf tequila. I'm very fond of brands like What do we have with the Altos?
Oh yeah.
Humidor. El Humidor is excellent. And very modestly priced. There are some very top shelf tequilas that I do dearly enjoy, but I probably wouldn't put in a cocktail because they're just sippers, you know. Yeah, Lewis is looking for a here kitty. Well, I've got my tiger in the tank with the.
Well, we got to do so far. We got to do
King.
here kitty and Tiger Saw Man. So anyway, that was the song that he didn't really do.
Yeah, he doesn't sing. You get this impression that he's like, oh, the man does all this music. He is lip syncing and all. Is substantially less impressed than it was the first time. You know, I was like, oh, really? Go to a singing voice.
So that was an ounce of blood orange liqueur. So the Doc Antle is 1 ounce of Amarula, 1 ounce of brandy, 1 ounce blood orange liqueur. And look, it does look sort of bloody there on the side of it.
You should leave it like that and sip, and you're kind of done.
Because I'm not done.
But you're not done.
I'm not done.
It seems perfect right now that the sort of pre-thing. This is where he's like feeding the cats. And away you go.
Exactly.
But just hold it, folks. There's more. I need one of these. Did you do this or a small one?
I could use a small one, actually.
Come your way. And boom.
So.
That'll do. Ugh.
So little space.
Ugh, she says.
Okay.
She's contemplating Doc himself. We've said a lot. I've said a lot about the king himself, but Doc is a real piece of work.
Doc, who has anywhere between 3 and 9 wives, depending.
They're not wives. They're not married. He's not married to them. They're companions, and they're his slaves on his plantation. That's all.
Oh, because that's better.
Because that's better, right? Seriously, these people are all out of it.
Strain into a cocktail glass.
Another roll for Humidor. Yes, Sam.
That did make a little extra.
Well, Sam, I believe you're a connoisseur of such things, and after all, I think you're seriously in tequila country with your terrain. Although I consider tequila country around here, even if you can't grow agave, because we love the stuff.
Top with a splash of coconut seltzer.
And we have a vote for Brandy because she's a fine girl. Thank you, Amy.
Top with a splash of coconut seltzer. Yeah, it's a dessert drink.
It's a dessert drink.
It's a dessert drink, but I like desserts. So.
Well, at the end of the day, or if you're on a beach somewhere and somebody says, would you like Senor, would you like a bushwhacker? You'll go, yes, I would. And that's when when you first made this, all I could say was, oh, bushwhacker. Yeah. It's actually good because there's a little edge of there which is just like you're not a candy drink anymore. But
no, it's a candy drink.
But it's still kind of a candy drink.
But I didn't have dessert, so I'll have that.
So the question, what does emeril actually taste like? It looked a hell of a lot like Bailey's, and it has a lot of that character, a creaminess.
But it's kind of it's fruity.
Sort of a cacao thing going on, but there's emeril of fruit in it, so there's a fruity component.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not a heavy fruity thing. I'm thinking about that stuff we have out there from New Zealand, which is like a fruity berry thing.
That's awful. Titoki.
And honestly, that stuff kind of tastes.
The bottle is amazing.
Like this stuff, blue cotton candy syrup. I mean, this stuff comes all the way from New Zealand. I had to find somebody who was going to New Zealand and say, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you find me a bottle of this stuff? He looked all over the damn place.
The bottle is
and finally
amazing.
Somebody at a liquor store said, oh, you're not going to find that here. Check out like a tourist shop. Oh, so he finds it. And the bottle is really cool. It's this tiki thing. It has inlaid eyes.
Yeah.
It's a ceramic bottle that has this Maori face and like the two of the mother of pearl eyes. Mm-hmm. It's very cool. You crack the bottle, you try it, you're like, oh wow.
Wow, this is like awful.
Sickly sweet. It's really, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this stuff.
It's awful.
One of these days. And here's the funny thing. Does anybody have a bottle? If it sits out there in your hot Florida room like ours does, the sugary stuff starts to leach out. And it looks like your bottle is crazing like crazy.
It looks like your bottle starts to ooze.
It looks horrible. And you're like, oh man, my bottle's ruined. You wash it off and it's fine.
Yep.
So I kind of think if it's leaching out sugariness, it might actually improve. I'll have to check it again. Maybe it's okay. Creamy, passion fruity, sweet. Boom, boom, boom. Middle.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
There we go.
Shot. Common Man cocktails. Common Man cocktails, hello. So this was the Doc Antle. That was an ounce of Amarula, an ounce of brandy,
Just in
an
case.
ounce of blood orange liqueur. Shake it vigorously with ice, strain into your cocktail glass, and top with a splash of coconut seltzer. And it's dessert in a glass.
Serve after about 8 p.m. and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely. Keg is wondering if there's any footage of animals getting hurt in this series. Do you see animals getting abused? Or is there just implied?
Well, it's implied because you hear about, well, it's kind of implied all throughout because they're all accusing each other of abusing animals.
Everyone is saying the other one is horrible. And you're like, you're all kind of implicated.
There's the part with the bunnies being fed to the... Yeah. Well, it's kind of like they feed their animals roadkill.
And some of them feed them like fresh meat and all that. Some animals are harmed during the course of this because you're feeding tigers. Yeah. But do the tigers get abused? Well, there are the stories about the tigers who get too big.
There are more stories about, there are more stories that
disappear. And there's an implication that somebody went out there with the 45 and took care of a tiger who was beyond expiration date. Wow, that sounds so cruel. That's just like, you raise the tiger just to shoot it. What the hell? That's, what can I say?
To be fair, he is in prison now.
The man's in prison.
He is in prison.
For felonious content, what can I say?
He is in prison.
So you're not going to see somebody whipping a tiger in this. It's a little more about the absolute whack jobs who run these places.
Jennifer, hi.
If you really feel for the animals, at the end of this, you probably want to make a donation to a genuine animal rescue. So.
Ooh, Sunrunner has an in-law who makes maple syrup.
Hello. Would you like to put us in touch?
Yeah.
Interested.
We can always use that.
Interested. Oh, man. So, Common Man, I think you might have been watching this monstrosity that I put together. And once again, this was, let me grab the book.
Was that the Joe Exotic?
Mess you up. So, the Joe Exotic, or the Tiger King, whatever I'm calling it here, 2 ounces of the Jeremiah weed. If you have a bottle of this stuff in the back of your bar, you have a lot of bottles back there, Mr. Man. And I don't even know what to do with this stuff normally. Sweet tea vodka, but it's really sweet tea liqueur.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I didn't love it.
I'm not doing shots of it.
I didn't love it.
But I love something that's like, this is not good. What do you do with it? So like, okay, what do you know what you do with that?
That's true.
You add Soko to it, so now it's really too sweet, but you've added another dimension. And then you kill that sweet by adding some lime, added 3/4 of an ounce.
It literally just got a chill down my spine. Soko or the sweet tea by itself, just ugh.
Too many people out there have really bad experiences with Soko as youths because
I don't even have a
like
bad
easy bottle
experience
for
with
some
it.
reason.
It's just so sweet.
You know, all of you out there who wanted to drink when you were kids, why can't you choose something like Rennell brandy and like you'd be like, oh, that's actually
because when you're a kid, that tastes terrible.
Oh, okay. So you choose the sweet stuff.
But when you're a kid, Soko probably tastes great because it's super sweet.
Do too much of it, and then you're sick, and then you never do Soko again. By the way, you're underage drinking. Knock it off, kid. So anyway.
Oh my gosh, earlier when I was setting up this broadcast, it wanted me to put the recommended age for our audience, and the first one was 13. I was like, no.
Are you out of your mind?
No. But like the oldest I could
This
put,
is not kid stuff.
the oldest age I could put as recommended was 25.
Well, I guess.
So I guess you're all 25, right?
Right? You know, some of you might feel 25, and power to you. Keep in good shape, you know?
So.
Oh, we got to vote for sweet tea bourbon. All right, so here's the scoop. Try this.
Okay.
Try this out, my friend, because you could do this. I bet you have all this stuff. 2 ounces of the Jeremiah weed, right? 1/2 ounce of Soko. 3/4 on the lime. If you find that too much or too little, adjust accordingly. We did 2 ounces of the hemp tea because we had it.
Yep.
You could sub 2 ounces of either a green tea or a black tea would be fine, I think. Build it in a DOF because, look, Joe is not going to go bleeping around with shaking any damn cocktails. He's just going to throw in a glass with some ice and give it a stir. He might not even stir. Bang. That's your cocktail. But wait, there's more. Top it with ginger seltzer. That actually makes a very nice thing. It's well
I don't
balanced.
think Joe would ever actually
Good
make
sipper.
that, but
No, he'd be like, why are you bleeping around with all those stupid
he would
ingredients?
just do shots. But
He would just be like, give me this bottle and I am done. Bang. Currently, Joe can't have any of this. You know what Joe can have? I'll show you.
oh no, I know where this is going.
He can have Pruno.
Pruno, pomade Pruno.
Yeah.
Keep that out. Keep that out. We're making Joe exotic cocktails. Keep the pruno out.
Inspiration, folks. This is not actual pruno. This is not fermented from raisins, but we did extract raisins into a raisin liqueur, which is awfully sweet. It's usable. You gotta sour it up, folks.
Okay, Tom likes Southern Comfort. Oh, Doug, when I was a kid, gin. I believe that, Doug.
When I was underage, I can admit this on air because it's not like I'm going to be arrested. I decided to try a cocktail, and what I tried to do, I went to the Mr. Boston book, which we have over there, and I tried a margarita. By formula, it's a very reasonable formula in there. It makes a fine up drink. I mixed it up, had everything, all the right ingredients, fresh lime, all the whole thing. Poured it, and I tried it, and it was horrible. So it became drain cleaner. Didn't have another margarita for years. Now I haven't liked them quite a bit. So.
Okay, Ken says Titoki is not bad with ginger beer. Okay. The bottle is the best part, totally.
Well, I got ginger beer back there.
He does.
I could try it. Oh, there we go. Bad experience with gin. A lot of people have a bad experience with gin. Maybe it's just the wrong timing.
Normally, the bad experiences I hear about are tequila. And I did not, well, I suppose I did have a bad experience with a margarita, but it wasn't the tequila that was the bad part.
So let's see. Bourbon SoCo, 2 dashes of hot. What is that, Tom? I'm wondering about that too. Hot soft? If that is bourbon SoCo, I could see that being pretty good.
Here's where we come down to the regional things.
Yeah, see, maybe we've got something. Joan loves gin?
Oh.
Another vote for it?
Peter, when I was young, I was creme de menthe. Yeah.
That's the other thing. I remember.
I love gin too, Joan.
You know the one that occurred to me when I was younger and people were talking about, we got so loaded last night when they were teenagers. This is all bad, very bad. Was peppermint schnapps was the other one.
Oh.
And here's the thing is, again, all the liqueurs. People are like, oh, drink this. Oh, I can drink that. It's sweet and it's pepperminty. And it's like, really? 2 shots in and you're already well on your way to a bad night. Just saying. I won't tell you about that experience we had on the train when some young woman had too much of the blue stuff, and we found out.
Oh yeah, Amy.
Tabasco, yeah.
Scarlett O'Hara, yes.
I happen to like a Scarlett O'Hara. If you make it properly and it's not just some sweet candy drink, it's perfectly fine.
Do you want some more of this? Because I want to make a tiger song, man. I have ideas.
I'll help you with dessert over here. That's perfectly fine.
You can help me finish that.
We're having a pretty good time with this stuff over here. I know we're taking the piss out of all these people, but guess what? These people take the piss out of themselves. I'm just standing back here making drinks, okay? Having a little bit of fun.
So many people.
Anybody who is really afraid of this series because they think, oh, it's kind of icky. It's like, you may be right. Honestly, it's a little more goofy than icky.
Look at that. We got to plug in.
Okay.
Yeah, the laptop's running low on juice.
I think this battery's getting soft. Just saying.
It's running low on juice.
That happens.
All right, he's going to plug it in. I'm thinking about Tiger Song, man.
I got a tiger by the tail. It's plain to see.
Oh.
That's on the playlist.
Hey, could you bring over that cider, please?
Sure. Hey, did we drop the playlist on people?
I didn't during this broadcast. Oh, no, I've got a better idea.
Yeah.
Leave that cider over there. I have to go out.
Hold the bus.
To the tiki room.
Hold the bus.
But,
Shall I vamp?
Yes.
Let me find the playlist for you. We do have one up there on the Spotify. I'm going to have to go over here and grab it.
I love the playlist, but I have to say that one of the songs, I tried to use some Joe Exotic songs, but one of them already got removed from Spotify.
Bang, just like that.
Copyright
control.
It's a biznatch.
Sorry, fellas. No, this was probably dropped inside here.
Yep.
Is that correct? Let me find it.
Yep. Or you could just go to Spotify.
I could just go to Spotify, couldn't I? Is that easier?
Maybe. Yeah, go to Spotify.
Probably is.
I'll just talk him through this.
Boom, boom. I don't do this normally, but you do this all the time.
Log in.
Log it. Here we go. Sorry, folks. Just engaging a little IT over here.
There you go.
Facebook,
okay.
blah, blah, blah.
Here, I'm giving away all my login secrets. And my password is... Oh,
yeah, right.
Wait,
exactly.
Up.
Here we go. I'm not going to get premium. No.
Spotify.
Oh, hit the logo. There's the idiot button. Here's the idiot. Let's go. So here, where are we? Boom, 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 boom.
Launch web player.
Oh, yeah. 15 steps later, you're in. This is as bad as Amazon Music.
90.
This is as bad as Amazon Music.
Your library.
Takes forever. Hold on. Let me find it.
We'll be here all night.
Jeez. Here we go. And let me find the actual list because it's here. Well, where is it?
Did you go to your library?
Yeah, library.
No, you didn't.
I said your library. Here we go. Boom.
Hold on. Yep. Let me. Allow me.
Figure out where the hell it is. This is showing us 4 lists out of like 100, so. How about like Velveteen Launch Kitsch-en? Would be actually where I would tend to go and bang.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay, not it. Finding it for you.
This one's not on him. Spotify's being weird.
Yeah, okay. I guess the idiot is not so much of a... I'm talking about myself.
You know what? You logged in the wrong way.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. You didn't log in right.
Okay. I can admit to that.
Sorry.
I got no problem with that.
That's not on you. This is on me.
I keep it logged in on the phone so I don't have to think about it. And I've been using it a lot.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
So boom. Copy the
playlist.
URL. Link.
All right.
Link. Okay, I got the rest.
All right. I will go
find your thing.
Collect ingredients.
If you would. Wouldn't it be nice? So, folks, just so I can say something over here. Show is so hard to watch. I think you're talking about Tiger King, not us. And if you're having trouble with it, yeah, it's there are no likable characters. I've heard that as a description for many shows, but this one really does take the cake. None of them are really likable. They all have something bad to say about each other, and honestly, they all have problems.
Who has problems?
Every character on this show, by which I mean every human being on this show.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if there's 2 ounces of tequila here. I better get the humidor just in case.
Okay. And Colonel, no problem. Glad I could hip you to some of these aspects. There are plenty of these sort of documentary, reality, whatever you want to call it, shows out there that just really go there with the gross footage. This doesn't quite do that outside of, well, raw meat being fed to animals. Animals, that's what they eat. You know, I'm not going to say there's a problem with that. I think there's a problem with the way they're being kept in most of these locations. Ultimately, even if people are very cuddly with the big cats, they're big cats. They're not really cuddly. Now, for the folks back there on the Facebooks.
All right, I got to see what else I want to use. Tiger saw a man.
And bang. And there you go. If you have not been listening to it from now, I know a lot of people actually like find this and just play it because we do announce it in advance. I'm sorry I didn't drop it on you sooner, but grab it anytime. A lot of fun little songs about big cats and etc. Some of them are pretty ludicrous. That's because she picks them. And
what does that mean?
That means if you find a truly dumb song, you're like, oh yeah, this is on the list.
If there's a truly dumb song, she must have added it.
No, you didn't. Not she must have added it. You find some real ringers.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin.
Right.
We try. Her outfit is like.
I tried to go full Carol Baskin.
I think you kind of did, and it's a pretty va-va-voom outfit if you want to ask me.
I had to put a layer on my head because I don't have a flower wreath.
Mm-hmm. Just backing up here, boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Oh, Tom had some memories with the old Kamikaze. Speaking of your shooters, I never did those in that period of time, which means that I'm not about to do them now. And ultimately, I look at a Kamikaze, I'm like, not much to it. You know, that's the thing.
One more thing.
You know, kind of crazy. And we have a vote for Long Island iced teas.
You made one of those not long ago.
Yeah, that is a much maligned drink because it looks like basically 151 in a glass. It doesn't have any 151. It looks like 4 shots in a glass. Actually, it's 4 half ounces with some other stuff. So, booze-wise, that's not very strong. You add some sour, you add some cola, and you're done. It's not a terrible drink when made properly.
So, Tiger saw a man, which, yeah. Anyway,
yeah, Tiger saw a man.
Song that a man saw a tiger, and a tiger saw a man.
You know what I have to say to that?
It's lip synced, but anyway.
Tiger saw a man and smelled something good, got hungry, and bit his head off. There could be some justice in this whole thing. Just saying.
Okay. I had just enough of the old bottle of tequila.
Done. Well, we
So-
pour in equal amounts, don't we? It's always 2 ounces here or there, so that
Yeah.
should end up perfectly.
Okay.
But guess what, folks?
That was the Altos.
That's a dead soldier.
Reposado. I don't need to use the humidor tonight. So.
And by. Good thing it's recycling night.
And then I'm
Oh.
going to.
Was there a tiger in Old English 800 ads? Oh, maybe.
Oh.
That almost sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And you know,
That
the
sounds
the
familiar.
quote-unquote high-octane beer, I mean, really? I look at these malt liquors, which are supposed to be like va-va-voom, and they're like 6%. I'm like, well, yeah, that's like half the beers I drink. So it's not that impressive these days.
So that was 2 ounces of tequila. I used Reposado. Half ounce of spiced pear liqueur. This is St. George.
Oh, St. George. We haven't cranked that in a while. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I usually use this in the fall, but
It's a very fall thing. You know, you think of
where's the lime?
the harvest coming in and the fruits coming off the trees and the spiciness and etc. But we're still half and half. Some of these days feel like summer. Some of these days are really clammy, like today. So
We had a crazy storm today, and then it was sunny. So
what can I tell you? It's April. That's what I can tell you.
half ounce fresh lime juice.
Got to vote for amaretto sours. Do I need to be writing this down?
No, I wrote it down.
You did. Okay.
3 dashes of Angostura bitters.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this bottle's low.
I know. Ah!
Ooh.
Anybody got a
Anyway.
bitters connection? Because I could sure use an extra bottle.
Someday you'll find it, the bitters connection. Anyway,
Oh. The bitters,
Shake with
the
ice.
liquors, and me.
I like my drinks in a glass. You could definitely do these on the rocks.
Here we have.
I just enjoy them.
Hello, Marilyn. Hello. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Liz.
Hello.
Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you coming by.
Shake with ice.
Salty Dog. I vote for that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I've seen the Kamikaze normally as a shooter. Did you have that in a cocktail configuration? Just wondering.
You can do that.
Okay.
I learned that in bartender school.
Well, what's it? Kamikaze is sort of
Oh my God. I don't remember, but I remember that you made it as a
Mai Tai with
yeah.
vodka. I know.
Strain it to a cocktail glass, but I'm not done.
But wait, folks, there's more.
We're going to top with, oh crap, I need an opener.
We have an opener. I have an opener right.
That's okay.
You got it.
Reached down and got it.
I brought the tool this time. Just in case we had any difficulty, because, you know, you try to open a bottle of bubbly and
I was
the
already
zip strip
reaching.
rips off, and it's just like, that's a first world problem.
Gonna top with a splash of rosé cider.
Hello, this sounds good.
This is Tiger Saw Man.
Nothing worse than a bad drink when you're still sober.
Oh man, this is Tiger Saw Man is good.
I still think that when Tiger sees man, Tiger should do what Tiger does.
Chomp down.
Who is this idiot? I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Bang.
exactly.
Done. I don't actually advocate homicide ever. But if animal just
No,
does
but-
what animal does, that's just called lunch.
No, I root for the Tigers.
When I
in
see
these
some of these-
situations, believe me.
Okay, I'm not going to like call people names anymore, but when I see some of these fools,
Anymore.
some of these fools on this show, I'm like, yeah, maybe Tiger just gets hungry. And that would be just. And certainly when I hear about tigers basically being euthanized for the sake of your damn animal park.
No, not okay. Not okay.
No.
But
So.
Tiger Saw Man is good.
And he was also thinking about the remote connection, you know? The bitters,
The
the
bitters.
liquors, and me. Ah.
Oh, Alan, you
Go
guys have everything. Oh, well, we try. You know, it's funny. We do have. We are surrounded by so much booze, and then we'll be making drinks and think like, oh, I want to make that one thing we don't have.
The
And,
thing
yeah,
with the stuff that we don't have.
it's a.
Ugh.
It is not just a first world problem. It's a ridiculous problem.
It's a ridiculous
but, yeah.
problem. But if you run a liquor show and you run out of a certain liquor and you want to make something, it's still a problem now, isn't it? I'm not going to say it's earth shaking, and it's really my own damn problem.
Yeah.
And nobody needs to cry over that. But I'll sit there and be going, damn. Oh, well, you know. But now that we can get liquor delivery, shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Speed bar. Okay, 1 ounce vodka, half ounce triple sec, half ounce sweet and sour. Bang, 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 bang. So that is exactly as Tom described. Pretty much this daiquiri with vodka, more or less.
Wait, I missed that one comment. Tom, I saw them in garbage can size.
Oh no, that reminds me of hitting a certain bar in New York City. It's it displays itself as a sort of a trashy bar. It's a theme though. It's not an old man bar. It's designed to look like an old man bar. And we saw them mixing up the margaritas in the margarita bin, which was really the margarita slushy machine.
It was hilarious.
And it's it's getting low. Guy whips out like bottle of El Toro, about 4 or 5 of those, I think, or at least a couple handles worth.
It was the most bottom shelf tequila you could possibly get.
A bottle of the triple sec that literally said Lords. Now that is the absolute end of the line. Lords is made at the Black Prince Distillery in not Carteret.
Secaucus?
No, not Secaucus. It's like
Clifton.
Clifton, New Jersey. And I pass it on my train every day. Well, every day that I'm actually going into work anyway, which I'm not these days. But every day for about 16 years, I have passed this distillery. I always thought to myself, hey, what's made there? What's made there is bottom shelf liqueurs. You know, the stuff that costs about $5.75 for a triple sec. Yeah, that stuff. Is that real fruit flavor? Yeah, it's real fruit flavor.
It's real fruit flavor.
So I'm really kind of slagging.
Fruit.
I'm kind of slagging off the Lords, but seriously, don't buy that stuff. Plastic bottles, really nasty. And like literally one of those, and then there was a bottle of lime juice, and then was there anything else that went into this?
It was sour mix.
Was it a sour mix? Maybe it wasn't lime.
There was no fresh lime in that.
I wasn't saying fresh lime. I was saying bottled lime.
It was sour mix.
And not the good bottled lime. I mean the plastic lime bottled lime.
Hi, Scott.
Yeah.
It was sour mix.
It was sour mix.
Yeah, it was.
Sour mix, the bottom shelf tequila, the bottom shelf orange stuff, pour together, freeze up. You know, we had a few of those. They were actually pretty good.
We knew what went into it, and we still had some. In
a bottom shelf way. So there we go. Okay, hey, bye, Tom. Glad to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tom's going to make the girls a kamikaze shooter. Woohoo!
Yay!
But bang, bang, bang. The cheap tequila and renewed at Ted's.
Oh my gosh. It was so funny because we were just sitting right by this big vat. This bar is always crowded.
Yeah.
And we didn't think anything of it. You know, we just sat down where there was a bar stool. And then they just start mixing and they're just pouring all these bottles of bottom shelf tequila. And yeah, it was hilarious.
I know that a busy bar and a bar that is not charging these sort of top shelf premium prices, it's Manhattan, so you think you could definitely charge.
It was still kind of a lot of money for that margarita.
You could charge $18 for a margarita and no one would bat an eyelash because it's Manhattan. And the rest of you are going, ba-wang! It's like, yeah, for $18 you can make the whole party margarita that would last half the night. But, you know, this place, the prices are a little less than that, but you're getting quite a bit less in quality than you pay for. So what can I say?
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
I just remember, I remember ordering a Prosecco, and they brought it to me in a can.
The Prosecco in a can was actually...
Which was great. It was the Sofia Coppola.
Sofia Coppola. It was very good.
Yeah.
The can is like, I see a fair amount of bubbly stuff coming in a can these days. I forget the other brand that's very popular. 12-ounce can. And it's really great to crack a can and be like, hey, some bubbles. Or just use it to top things. And if you don't want to like crack an entire 750, to have something that's half the size and fill up a few glasses and fun. You know what I love to do? Make your Mai Tai, whichever way you like to make it. Use good quality liquors. Always recommend it. And then top with some bubbles. That's a really fun thing.
Scott, thank you.
I like it a lot. Yes, thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. So that's a great thing to do with bubbles. So, and bang, bang, bang. Stephanie says, I'm well preserved. Nyuk, nyuk. Well, if you've been preserving yourself properly, you'll be well preserved. Canned wine and Prosecco does travel well.
Yes. And we have often traveled with it.
And we've often traveled with it, you know, certainly to Ohana. I've had a can of Prosecco in my hand there, but definitely.
Yep.
You've had a can of red wine in your hand there.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is it's half a bottle of red wine.
Yeah.
And you're drinking a can, so you're like, oh, boom, oh, boom, oh, boom. And then it's like, I'd like another, please. It's like, oh, watch out.
Good times.
It's not beer.
Good times.
Canned anything has gotten a bad rap for a really long time, but at the end of the day, contemporary canning technology means you can throw really decent bubbly in a can and pour it, and it's fine. It's fine. The beers in cans, that's been a day class A thing for years, but now that you have events where you can't have bottles, everyone's getting on the act.
Peter says Quinn's has Pinot Noir in a can. Exactly.
I know the brand, but I forget the brand.
Oh, Alan, we're drinking bourbon and pomegranate. That sounds good.
Hello. That sounds nice.
Very good,
Just
actually.
like pomegranate juice and the bourbon? Okay.
That sounds great.
Yeah, but definitely. There's a lot that you can get in unusual packages these days. And again, wine with screw caps sounds like so bottom shelf. There are some really good wine brands that just use screw caps because you know what? It doesn't go corked. If you use natural cork, from time to time it goes off. That's why you're supposed to sniff the cork when you're presented with a nice bottle of wine. Oh, did this wine spoil? And you think, gee, I just dropped $150 on a bottle of wine and it's bad? I mean, they'll take it away, but it's like, gee, what a shame.
Outside.
What a shame.
I hear our neighbors outside.
And?
Probably not social distancing.
No. So that's why we are in. Doors locked 3 times. Not happening, folks. Well, if you came over, I'm sorry, I couldn't invite you in, but if you bring a bottle, I'll mix you a cocktail and slip it under the door.
Let us know if you're coming over, and we will leave a cocktail on the step.
Everybody's of age
and you can
here.
Just take it away.
So no problems with that.
Just take it away.
Put it in your trunk, drive away.
Do you want to make something else, or are you good?
Well, I could really nurse this for a while because it's a nurse for a while drink. But at the end of the day, I've made one, and perhaps I need to make something else.
It's up to you.
Did I try this little item here?
I think you did. Tiger saw a man.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, that's really nice. I don't know why, but tequila really spells tiger for me. It's not like there are tigers in Mexico, ever, but feels right.
I didn't want, well, there's much I could say about that. I didn't want to, well, I didn't say I didn't want, I love tequila. Yeah. I wasn't going to lead with tequila because I feel like I often lead with tequila, but you know, it was my 3rd drink, so.
But definitely. I'm thinking of...
Oh, millennial review of the Kamikaze. Deb, hi!
That goes down easy. That's sour.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
There was that age group tends not to drink much, and I don't know why it is.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's kind of a stereotype.
I think it depends.
I think it depends. Some people have a real appreciation for these things.
That tastes like the 80s. Can I have another?
Hey, you know what tastes like the 80s?
When you were 4?
You want to know the classic 80s drink? I can tell you right now. I can't make it. Maybe you can source ingredients and go to town. The classic 80s drink is rum Coke. But you do not use Coca-Cola.
That's kind of true.
You know, I'm not going to use trademark terms here. You use clear rum and Jolt Cola. And there you go. Bang. That's an 80s drink, baby. Oh. Ow. And you remember clear Pepsi? I remember people at the time were making sort of like, rum cola items and using food coloring to make different colored drinks. This actually sounds like a serious recipe for Mr. Hangover, because you're about to get there. Ow, that could be really, really bad. Or it could just be a reasonable drink.
I definitely remember rum and Cokes. I also remember Heineken. That was super big in the 80s. That was a big thing. Yeah.
That's back when it actually drank like a Dutch beer. I mean, it tasted like a Dutch beer. It didn't drink like
I remember the first time I was ever at a party where they were making garbage pail punch, and they actually had a trash bag in the garbage pail.
Oh, classic. They use a liner.
When I think about that now, I'm like, oh, God. What was in that trash bag? Was that a good idea?
I believe... Somebody wants to look this up right now. I believe you can still get Jolt somewhere, still being made. I could be wrong.
You can.
If you can't, you can always just buy some powdered caffeine, throw a good dose into your cola of choice, and bang, Jolt. That's all it was. All the sugar, twisted caffeine. Yep. There we go. Amy has one vote in for Tab. Well,
Tab.
that might not be a vote for Tab. That might just be a mention of a peculiar petrochemical taste because we all remember it in the pink can.
Tab
Ooh.
makes me think of my grandmother.
Yeah, they all drank it then.
Yep.
John says, Cali root beer. Ooh, what's in that, John? You want to illuminate us? I think you're mixing something right now. Probably. Peter calls that suicide. Well, I remember at the time people were reporting that you would do this stuff, and after a few of those, it's like you were simultaneously buzzed and extremely alert. And I think that's really a bad idea because then people think, oh, I can drive. Oh, no.
No
Way.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Velveteen Lounge disrecommends this.
Nope.
Just saying.
Nope. No.
Jungle juice. There's a number of things calling themselves jungle
juice. Yeah, Joe Cola. What era would Long Island? I would call that the 70s.
It was probably
70s, 80s.
I think I saw a cocktail archaeologist who traced it back to the 60s. And I bet this was like some bar in Syosset or something.
Syosset.
or on the water. It had to be on the water. North Shore, on the water. And I can't remember, like Port Jefferson, right? Okay, there we go. I can actually tell you, Port Jeff probably is the origin. Some bar on the water, some dude cranks in on his Chris Craft from Stamford and says, hey, miss me a drink, will you? And it's just like in the era where you could like drink and boat. The guy's like, okay, fine. What do you want? Just give me anything. And he's like, fine. So he just takes like whatever's got on the bar. Bang, bang, cola,
Jennifer
lemon.
and Doug,
There
are
you
you
go.
still here? If Jennifer and Doug are still here, drinking and boating, because that only happens on the East Coast, right?
Oh, no. Yeah. Right? Just saying.
But if Jennifer and Doug are here, they will,
If I were to put a year on it, I would say about 1965, and it was a regional thing. And then somebody picks up on this, like maybe from like Gilby's Gin, and says, hey, wait a minute. We make all those liqueurs, and puts it in their little bar guide pamphlet that you get at the liquor store. And then suddenly it's nationwide. Long Island iced tea. Ooh, it's a regional drink. Now, I think this is the sort of thing you make in gallon jugs and pour out, and it's horrible. But if you make a single of them and you use high quality ingredients, it's just sort of a sour with an ordinary dash of liquor. So it's not crazy, you know?
He made one a while back, a few months ago. And I thought it tasted. Oh, wait, go back.
What'd you throw this time?
Jennifer saying, wait, go back. Other way.
Other way?
Yeah. Jennifer saying her daughter Susanna is a. Oh,
yep.
Oh, Tiger King. Yeah, I get it.
But son, I will say that she's absolutely correct. That probably started to take off in the 70s, and then by the 80s, like maybe 1984, you're thinking of Reagan era, but definitely, bang, that thing was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly it's like Long Island iced tea, and people suddenly
But what I started to say was he made a Long Island iced tea a few months ago, and I was just like, oh God, really? And it, you know what it tasted like? Because I always say, it tastes like iced tea. It tastes like iced tea. It tasted like a Snapple iced tea.
Yeah. Very sweet.
It didn't taste like if you just made an iced tea at home with brewed tea and sugar. It didn't taste like that. It tasted like a Snapple. So, if you like Snapple.
Go to town. Lowenbrow, big vote for that.
Lowenbrow.
Vodka Tab. I know that John has actually sourced Tab in order to enjoy its peculiar petrochemical flavor in later years.
Oh my God.
Do you have to actually get a 70s like steel can with the pull top, like a real heavy can you can't crush, in order to get the correct flavor, John? I'm just wondering. Maybe you could find a vintage can and redecant it, and then you've got that real flavor.
Skip and go naked punch.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, vodka Kahlua Galliano.
Hi, Yolanda.
Is that's your California root beer?
Hello, Yolanda. I hope you're doing okay too. We're fine here, so yeah.
I'm almost tempted to try that, but we need to invent some drinks for our actual theme here because we have
Amy's grandmother liked
plenty
Fresca.
of foods. Oh yeah, I used to drink that because it was in the house. At the end of the day,
Yellowbird. Sam's like, I had a drink in the fraternity called Yellowbird with Galliano. I think we could probably do that.
The yellowbird is a known quantity.
Yeah.
Well, what you had in the frat, I cannot duplicate because I think that people are probably whipping out some yellow MD or something like that.
Well, we have Galliano.
That's a frat thing, you know. Well, we have Galliano. Why don't you? Do we start?
There are birds, however briefly, in Tiger King.
Yes, they are pretty brief.
It's not they're not a big part of it, but when they move the zoo to the Texas border, they're unloading animals off the truck, and there were exotic birds. So I think we could sort of squeeze this in as a potential theme.
We can try it.
I don't know who's here anymore, so I think who suggested here Kitty Kitty? Are you still here? Because I still like that as a drink name, but I'm also thinking Yellowbird could do that. Jungle Juice always pull at our surf contests. Oh my gosh. Everclear and Hawaiian Punch. Oh, that's such a terrible idea. Stanford would be a Trojan. Jeez. These comments. Cali and root beer. Vodka Kahlua. Okay, I could see that. All right. I gotta catch up on these. I'm catching up on these comments. Hi, Justin. Oh my gosh. Oh, we do have Galliano. We can do this. He disappeared, but so we do have just to show you that we take these things seriously. We do have Tiger King playing on the TV. Where are we here? I'm trying to figure out which episode we're into. Oh, it's Carol's missing husband's relatives talking about how they're positive she killed him. I'm not gonna say I have gone full Carol Baskin this evening. Is it scary that Carol Baskin reminds me of some people I know? I am not going to name names. You can't drag it out of me. No matter who tortures me, I will not tell you who Carol Baskin reminds me of, but she reminds me of some people I know. Very hippie, very earth mother. So I've tried to pay tribute to Carol in my wardrobe this evening. But yeah, Carol Baskin and her missing husband. Oh, no. I can't wait till this all comes out. But if she did feed him to the tigers, we'll never know. So, I don't know. Like, why are they pursuing it? I've heard that they've reopened the investigation because of the show into his disappearance, and they could do that. But if what they are accusing her of was true, I gotta find out. Everyone's gone. So, anyway. Yolanda, oh. Everclear, I know. Well, you would not be well the next day after Everclear. Everclear was no joke. Everclear. I think we do have a tiny bit of Everclear. I don't think we'll be using it. We usually use it to flame things because Everclear is not a joke. That stuff is... Oh, wait, whoa. Sam, if I had a blue macaw, you should talk like Kelly Patterson. I'm going to use it. I'm going to take that as a compliment, Sam. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Sometime when we're talking about parrots, I'll talk about the evil bird I once knew named Joey. He was not my bird, thankfully, because Joey was a jerk. But yeah. Evil bird named Joey. This is so good. I'm drinking A Tiger Saw a Man. 2 ounces Reposado tequila. 1/2 ounce spiced pear liqueur. I'm using St. George. 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice. 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. shake with ice, strain to a cocktail glass, and then top with rosé cider. I am using Angry Orchard, which I believe is very available throughout the country, but turns out is local to us because it's all happening in the Hudson Valley, apparently. We're in the Hudson Valley of New York, and yeah, who knew we would be living in a hot spot? I suppose it could happen, but that's not usually where we end up. Aw. Sunrunner! What sucks about the Albany area? Oh, okay, well, you know what? When this is all over, Sunrunner, we'll make sure you get invited to a get-together. If you could either friend request us or like our page on Facebook, we will make sure that you get invited to gatherings in our area because there are a lot of cool people. We shot a video at a home bar in Cobleskill, which was amazing, and they were super cool people. Meg, if you're here, hello, and Nick. So yeah, we're all here. I feel like we're all in the area, and we just have to find each other. So, what are you doing out there? You just like gone for so long. I'm like, well, I can keep talking, but
I thought you could vamp for a while.
What happened to you?
Okay, somebody asked about a yellowbird.
Okay, all right.
I could have
Yellowbird.
sworn that this was
Right.
just there in the Jeff Barry books,
I
but
can
no,
keep this
sir.
going. I can keep this going, but
No, sir. Not there in the Jeff Barry books. Sorry, I thought that was going to be easy. Not happening. Now, I did take a look into the Bartender's Guide by Trader Rick. This is the 1946. This is not that edition.
maybe I'm thinking of the Jungle Bird.
This is Jungle Bird.
But Yellowbird, we've heard of that.
We have. We've had it. People have
We
made
have
it.
had it, yeah.
People made it. I'm going to
Yeah.
take a look for Jungle Bird here to see if that even exists. Jungle Cocktail. Jungle Fire Sling. That sounds pretty good.
It sounded like you said Jungle O Cocktail.
Jungle Cocktail? No, that was a couple of weeks ago. So
St. Patrick's Day.
But you know what Trader Vic's guide does have from the 40s is the Yellow Parrot cocktail. Are you ready? Apricot brandy, Pernod, yellow chartreuse, equal amounts.
Oh,
Oh,
you just lost me.
I'm not doing that. So if we were to do a yellow bird, we'd have to figure it out. Now we might do that, or we might do something else. I had an idea for something really quick and really good that people would like.
Well, if people would like it, I think you should.
Then perhaps we should do that. Because I've only had one this evening, and I'm still actually nursing it along.
You sound so deprived. I've only had one this
One,
evening.
and I'm telling you, it's a terrible thing. Sam, this is highly recommended.
I actually had a large part of that second one I made.
All right, I did have something, yeah, but definitely. There are several editions of this. The Bartender's Guide is highly recommended because it's very extensive.
Oh, I'm sure Sam knows that one.
There's some real clinkers in here, but he puts a lot of meat on the bone. You know what you will not find in the 40s edition of this? Are you ready? The Mai Tai. Not in here. I think at the time this was still taking off as a drink, and it was still secret formula. So Vic didn't tell you what it was.
Ken is asking about cocktails anyway. Yes, this is an actual album. We should pull it down and read from the back of it.
Let me see if I can pop
Can
that.
you get it without
tools?
an implement?
Wait, I have tools. That's why I carry tools. Boom, 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 boom.
These openings are very tight.
Oh, they are. They're designed for a
This is the Bob Creesh Quintet.
On Unique Records.
On Unique Records.
If it's unique, it must be a record, you know?
Okay, side one, Idaho. Smiles. Jeepers Creepers, at least I've heard
Classics,
that one.
classics all.
If You Knew Susie, okay, I know that one too. The Chic of Araby, and Should I?
Is it the Chic or the Shake?
It says Chic.
Oh, okay.
Side two, Ain't She Sweet? Yes, sir, that's my baby. Do You Ever Think of Me? Bye Bye Blackbird. I Want a Girl, and Shine. I just think it's so funny to me this is on Unique Records, because unique could mean so many things.
We got this sealed. It was in this plastic slip cover, and we decided we're going to play this. It's for a record that was absolutely as mint as you can get. It was a little noisy, but this is probably about 1955 or something. Unique was a subsidiary of RKO Teleradio Pictures, so this is the RKO label. Wow, that'll take you back. A lot of fun. I seem to recall that it's got a nice green label to it. Pretty cool. It's got a great cover with this gal and that coupe there. Very neat. Yep. And it's fun. I recall that being very nice cocktail jazz. So honestly, Cocktails Anyone is recommended for the lot.
Should you run into it at your local record store?
At your local record purveyor. Let me see what this looks like. Do I have a nice... Hey, I think I got it.
Did you? Oh, no, there's a big old hot spot right in the middle.
Better the first time. Let me see here. Let me see if I can nail it.
We go through this every time we set up records in this. Like, oh, no, hot spot. Wait, now you got to move your head.
Oh, here we go.
Hot spot.
See?
Oh, yeah, stop.
I've already stopped like 10 minutes ago.
Stop.
Oh, there we go.
Got it.
Got it, good. Okay.
All right.
Bomb diggity.
It's no joke doing a show like this. Hi, Bill.
Hey there. So, could you pass me the gin?
Sure.
Gonna work the gin.
Pardon me.
Yes. Shall we? California
you want
root
the
beer.
good gin or the crappy gin?
Crappy gin? Well, that's perfect, actually.
He chose the crappy gin.
I'll use the good gin. Now, there's nothing crappy about New Amsterdam. It's actually a good quality product. It's not a high shelf product, but honestly, it does the job. It's a quality gin.
It's a medium shelf
I have
product.
no problem with using this product. Now, we have a shot back here. Did we use it?
That's a small one, but...
Let me check the measurements on this guy. This has a weird measurement. A 1 1/4. Yeah, that'll do.
All right.
Oh.
Should I be writing this down?
No. This is a classic. No need to go crazy
Okay.
about. I'm just going to pour directly into, and away we go. So that's an ounce. And this is 2 ounces. Okay.
What are you making?
Listen very carefully. 1/2 ounce of lime juice. I will estimate that at about that, and that's about right.
Like gin and lime.
Gin and lime so far. So far, it's not much to speak of.
I don't know.
And I need some pineapple.
Yes, our pineapple juice is in a little takeout container.
You give about 3/4 ounce of the pineapple. There we go. I don't want to overwhelm the sour in this. I want this to balance out. I'm not adding any sweetness. I think that the original formula does call for some sugar syrup. You don't need it. And we need some... here we go.
I wish I knew what he was doing. I could help him.
We need some almond flavor, and I'm all out of orgeat, so I have to make it. So I'm going to give us...
Wait, is this a...
1/2 ounce...
I know what he's doing.
...of the emeril. I'm using Luxardo. It's a high-quality brand. I recommend it. There are other brands that are also very good. And I need something to shake with. Okay.
If you're firing for effect, does it matter? Oh. Now,
Cocktail glass.
I know what you're making, but I'm not sure why you're making it.
Felt like it.
So this one has nothing to do with Tiger King. Oh, good. Okay, well, Yolanda loves amaretto. Good.
Yep.
It's a good
It worked
thing.
just fine. Normally this calls for
It's a good drink.
almond syrup.
It's a good drink.
Sometimes when I don't have that, I realize I have the amaretto. Works fine.
Oh.
So there we go.
Amanda, hello. I wish I had a zombie from Dawn the Beachcomber too right now.
We could make a Dawn the Beach zombie at any time because we have the
No.
ingredients. I do not normally make them, but that's a good drink to fall asleep on the couch by. This is a Royal Hawaiian.
I was way ahead of you.
As good as it always is.
I don't have to try it because I know it's good.
You know it's good.
Because I enjoy a Royal Hawaiian.
Sometimes we'll attend parties and I get a little antsy, so I get behind the bar and start mixing for people. And they'll say, "What are you making?" And I'll say, "What do you want?" And they have no idea. So I say, do you like this or that? Okay, fine.
They choke.
Do you want like a tropical? So I just say, fine. So I mix this one up. Everybody loves it. The Royal Hawaiian is easy and simple and bang. 2 ounces of your gin. Use a good quality gin. 1/2 on the lime. 3/4 on the pineapple juice. 1/2 on your almond syrup. Or if you happen to have the almond liqueur, bang. Shake, strain. The pineapple gives it a little foamy head on that. So it's like you used egg white. Works just fine. Classic tropical cocktail. It's a little dry. It is plenty sweet, but it's not a candy drink if you make it properly.
No,
I think
it's
some
good.
formulas would really unbalance it so that it's very, very sweet and say add sugar syrup. No, that's it. Easy to go.
They say you could get that at, what was it? The Hawaiian Room? Is that? It was a classic New York tiki bar, long gone.
The Hawaiian Room served the Hawaiian Room cocktail.
Hawaiian Room. Oh, so what was this one?
I don't know where this
Royal
was.
Hawaiian.
I think we'd have
The
to.
Luau.
Yeah, probably the Luau.
100.
Or maybe the Luau in Los Angeles, in
No,
Hollywood.
I think this
No?
was in New York.
I'm going to go find it.
Look on the records on the wall.
We'll find which
That
one.
wall. That wall.
Oh, that wall? Did they say so?
Luau.
400.
Luau 400? Was that it?
400. It doesn't say anything about this, but
Well, it wouldn't say it on the record, but
it probably would make it. I was about to check the Jeff Berry books where I originally found
that's
this.
a good place to find answers.
And he usually tells you where
I
this
will
came
put
from.
this in Jeff Barry's hands because he will know.
He will typically
Yeah.
tell you this was a recipe from the fill in the blank.
Yes.
Like there's something called Kelwo Scorpion. I think John has made that.
Yes.
But
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
It's a really good scorpion variation. It was made at Kelwo's. Kelwo's was a joint that served ribs and tropicals.
Elbows.
Reminds me an awful lot of Bahuka, also gone. Oh, I gotta tell you, it's just we're getting to this sad trip down memory lane here. Kind of getting away from the
We
king
gotta
of
be
tigers.
happy.
Yeah,
Be more happy. I hate it when people do that to me. You gotta be happy. It's like, leave me alone.
yeah. Seriously.
But anyway.
Bartender's choice. Yeah. Well, you know,
okay.
if you have good bartenders, they'll serve you something good.
Hawaiian Hotel, Waikiki.
Royal
Okay,
Hawaiian.
all right,
Okay.
all right.
I'll
I
take
will
that.
go with that. Yeah.
So,
Hi, Pat. I thought they must. Anyway,
thank you, Sam.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah. We'll definitely do.
But I love a Royal Hawaiian. It's so funny. I have a story. Have I had enough drinks to tell a story?
Maybe.
I'm not gonna mix up more hard stuff, but I will
Go with the soft stuff.
give
a little
myself
cider,
some cider.
an excellent idea.
Tell a story.
We were mentioning
Pull
earlier
up your
today.
chairs. I have a story.
Earlier today, we were mentioning our local cider mill. It's a local orchard that has a farm stand. They have a cider mill, and they do the hard stuff, and their hard stuff is really good. Very excellent. So
Pull up your chairs, everyone. I have a story.
let me tell you something.
So,
So anyway,
Paul and I were at an event. I'm not going to say where
I can
because
say who.
it was a city that's being extremely beaten down right now.
There are many across the nation which are getting hard hit.
And it's not the city's fault.
No.
But this was the city where this story took place. And we were at an event where there was a person, I won't say, I'm not going to say male, female, or other, because that's not the point, who was talking about a tropical bar that was very hot at the time, and was saying that the celebrity mixologist who was the guru who created the cocktail program for this establishment had made a gin tiki drink
Mm-hmm.
and she was like really emphatically telling us it's the first gin drink to ever be accepted into the tiki canon. And she kept telling this over and over again.
Number
it's
one.
the first gin drink
Number one.
ever
Number one.
accepted in the
Number
tiki
one.
canon.
Number one. The only one.
And Paul and I were like, Royal Hawaiian, Singapore Sling, Fog Cutter. Like,
You could find a bunch when you go through a book like this because Vic captured a lot of drinks from the Prohibition era and drinks from the Prohibition era that were made aboard cruise ships heading to Hawaii.
Yeah.
We're going to use a lot of gin.
Yeah.
Hello.
Anyway.
So, you got fresh pineapples, you got gin. I think you found a lot of drinks from that period that you could come up with. And some of them are pretty bad, but some of them are like, this thing is a great little cocktail. Real easy. So not a problem, but at the same time, we're just like, wow, really? Anyway, way to forget your cocktail history, honey. I'm just saying. Yeah. Some people will say all sorts of things, and they sound like big blowhards because they are. But if you read these things and you know something, you know better. Gin before it was cool. Exactly. You don't need to know these such things. It was just, and then of course now, I'll be giving it away, but now everyone has moved on from that bar. Yeah. The celebrity mixologist left, and now everyone's like, oh, well, that's so 2 years ago. But that's the way it goes. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Now, he invented this Singapore. It's like, well, I don't think we said that anybody in particular did. That was credited to Raffles. The Raffles Hotel. In Singapore. And here's the thing. Raffles serves something called the Singapore Sling, but it does not know the original formula. No. Essentially, nobody does. Nope. There are a lot of pretty good guesses. My own formulation, because I happen to like the things a lot, borrows heavily from both Trader Vic and from Jeff Berry, because these cocktail archaeologists did a lot of work to make this thing come up. There are a couple of really good ways to make it that are a nice, balanced drink. And there's some really simple ways to make it that are okay. I've been in bars where I asked for one, I got served it, and it was okay. But if you make it with a little bit of complexity, it's good. You really have to have the Benedictine. That is the kicker. You have to have a good cherry liqueur. I personally favor the maraschino over the herring, but no shame on the herring. Sam says so pre-COVID. I gotta tell you. Oh my God. Anyway. Oh, Yolanda's making G&Ts. Now, there's a big vote for New England right there, baby. Yep. That's so New England. And Doug is on gin and pink. Well, here I am on gin and tropical. I highly recommend the Royal Hawaiian. It's a great, great thing. It's a nice, balanced cocktail. And you don't find too many tropical cocktails. You find a lot of tropical updrinks, things in chimneys, things in big ceramic mugs with faces on them, with umbrellas hanging off of them. Hey, no shit. I love those. Absolutely. But a tropical cocktail, every once in a while, I just want something in a cocktail configuration. Drink that looks like that. This is probably my go-to with gin and tropicals. But I always feel like inventing more of them, so maybe I'll do that. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we always, I don't know, I think in the spring and summer, we like a tiki drink because we're in the tiki room. Yes. So, yeah, we have the mugs out there. So, I honestly, in the fall, winter, and most of the spring, I don't see the mugs. So I don't think about like, oh, I should make a tiki drink. And you turn to out there. You turn to the brown goods, like the brandy, like the whiskey. They're out there. And away you go. But come spring, we actually have some mint coming up in the yard because I planted it and it went wild, and I don't see any problem with that whatsoever. We have had some Mai Tais. We've already had a few Mai Tais so far. Yeah. I mean, and that was in March, so I'm like, that's a little unusual for New York, so I'm good with it. And there we go. I recommend, if you are in an area that will not grow mint year-round due to frost problems, put some in a pot and put a lot of light on it and grow it all year long. Exactly. And if that doesn't work, well, things die on me too. Shucks. And on that note. On that fine note. Peter's on the Bordeaux. Oh, amaretto. On this, I used a half an ounce. Okay. 2 ounces of the gin, half ounce of the amaretto, half ounce of the lime juice, 3/4 of the pineapple. Satellite. Hi, Satellite, by the way. Hey. Says cherry herring. Oh, maraschino over cherry herring. Yeah. Look, my preference there is based on the fact that cherry herring is very sweet and very heavy. Yeah. Maraschino is a little lighter and a little more bitter. And I happen to like that note. I like that. So, and she likes that. And we have a lot of Amari over there that are doing pretty well right now. So I would say that's a note that I will tend to veer towards. So that works for me. Most places that make you a Singapore, if they have a really good recipe, are probably going to the herring because somebody decided that was the idea. Yes. The truth is that nobody knows what the hell was happening back in the day.
Yeah.
I think that one of the cocktail archaeologists dug really hard and found a pretty good recipe from the 20s and says, "I think this is it," because somebody asked the guy at the actual bartender at Raffles and said, "What's in this drink?" And he coughed it up. But still, nobody knows. At the end of the day, it's a straight sling with a couple other things added. And if you mix up like a really nice balanced drink, there you go. Cocktails lost to history, that just sounds like all those lost weekends. Who knows?
I know.
But it's like we get requests sometimes for drinks where somebody says, "Yeah, when I was a kid, my uncle used to go to a joint in Paramus, and he got a drink called like the Yellow Parrot. Can you make that?" And we'll think, "Oh wow!" And we dig and we can't find it, and we go, "Wow." And I think, well, what was going to be made in Paramus in 1965, calling itself a Yellow Parrot? You could probably figure it out and make something that tastes really good. There you go.
But I still would want to find someone who knew, who had been at those restaurants. Because that's...
Well, this is all of these contemporary archaeologists.
It's history.
I'll definitely raise a flag.
It might not be important history, but it's history.
I will definitely raise a flag to Mr. Berry in this case because he spent a lot of time digging this stuff up.
Yeah.
Has a bar in New Orleans
For
now.
sure.
Sells product, etc. Sells his books.
Yeah.
He really spent way too much time doing this and lost a few brain cells along the way because that's what we do, folks. But the brain cells he kept was in the books.
Hi, Jennifer and Joanne.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, there we go.
And Tiki Boss. Hello.
Hey, do we have Don under here? Wow, we could keep going for hours. Hey, I got tomorrow off.
Well, he's off work tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Good Friday.
All right, round 2, baby. Woohoo!
Great Friday. Woohoo. Yeah.
Lost weekend.
Oh, no.
Lost weekend starts
no,
Thursday.
No. We got to record another music video this weekend because we're nuts.
Oh, brother. Bill says enjoy Trader Vic's in San Fran. Trader Vic's.
Yeah.
Trader Vic's Oakland.
Trader Vic's is awesome.
There was one like in
in
actual
San
city, San Francisco. We never saw
we
that.
never got there.
Apparently that was great. But the Oakland location, actually Emeryville,
Wait, I gotta break
is just incredible.
I gotta bust in.
It's just a great place.
Satellite says great theme Lost Weekend.
Woohoo!
I feel like we should just set up like a webcam and do the Lost Weekend.
We're really on borrowed
Just
time
like
here, folks.
pointed at the sofa or something.
I'm going to tell you.
Because we're here now, so...
We're here now. You're here now. We're all indoors because, and it's a very good idea. I would hope that you're not listening to spurious news sources telling you very bad ideas. You cannot cure yourself with.
Hi, Randall.
As much as you enjoy your gin and tonic, it's not going to protect you from anything except sobriety.
Amy says Brother Cleve is a good. Yes.
Oh yeah, Cleve is excellent.
Brother Cleve is awesome.
Yeah. No, he researches. He's very good.
We love him,
and he invents, and he's good on the stick, and he's good on the wheels of steel. Great man.
Yep.
But definitely, and I'm thinking of like the gals. I want to give a shout out to people like Audrey Sanders, who was there like from day 2.
Yep.
Anyway, like just putting in long hours with the lime juicer. She has a couple of great joints to the name, and really, I think, reintroduced people to some things. Probably responsible for introducing people to something called the Clover Club via the bar with its name. I don't think anybody had thought about that drink in 60 years until she decided to revive it.
I knew about the Clover Club from reading The Group.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. Which gives you another cocktail, too.
Randall, you're not late. You're good.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, Rick.
If you're interested in all this, I would say read The Group. It's not a cocktail book by any stretch of the imagination, but
it's got a few cocktails in it.
But you know what? It's a good foundation for your cocktail foundation. It's a good foundation for your cocktail foundation. Hi, Rick.
You have a cocktail foundation, like dedicated to preserving cocktails, and you can make donations to it.
I think there should be
because it's 401c.
I think there should be. There should be.
Going to get Glendora in a video soon?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe. Just saying.
Glendora is sort of thinking about which song she would like to record for a music video.
We're kind of in a song recording mode. If you watched last Tuesday's episode, we did a couple of Contemporary rock classics, shall we say? What, last Tuesday?
We don't want to get copyright strikes.
But we're not going to get copyright strikes. We performed original material. No, we didn't. We performed actual covers of material.
That's still copyright material.
Well, no, but
don't report us.
We put it up on the internet. I mean, it's already up there.
Don't report us.
What can I say? I'm going to try something right now. I love this a lot.
Oh my God. Hugo's a scene from Who's Afraid of Virginia. We love Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Wolf, Lost Weekend, or Days of Wine and Roses. Talk about your classic boozer films.
No. Oh, twist my arm.
You push it, Martha. You push it too hard.
Oh.
I just topped my
Georgie, Porgy, put upon pie. Yeah.
There you go, Martha. You talk about the kid? Yeah. Talk about the kid again. So I just topped my Royal Hawaiian with a little rosé cider. Let's try it out.
All right, let's try it out.
I liked it even better. Ah, that's a good thing. Bye, Ellen. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yeah.
So happy you can see us.
We will see you
You were here for
soon.
a while. We've been on air for 2 hours. Good grief.
It's like a marathon.
And apparently we're good to go because Australia is tuned in. So
we should have a telethon.
So, check it out, Mike. We're here to go for hours. All I need now is the case of that taste of Foster's. And away we go.
We should have set up a telethon.
I'm not going to drink Foster's on air. I think it's considered a fairly
oh, please. He
middling beer.
buys Foster's.
I like Foster's. You know why? Because I can get the thing in that big old can for cheap. And every once in a while, I just feel like a big beer. There you go. Pretty simple.
I think our neighbors might be
fighting.
Yeah.
Glendora should sing her own song, Glendora, in the vein of Delilah. Why, Glendora? Diddle-diddle-diddle-doo. Yeah, Delilah, another homicide song. Oh, boy. Gotta tell you, this is going everywhere good, friends.
Oh. And
it is a Certificate of Death, Florida. This is looking all great.
It's Carol Baskin's husband.
First husband. We have no proof whatsoever that she did him in. Everybody else says so, but everybody else hates her.
I'm not going to say she killed her husband because then when the lawsuits come, they'll sue us too.
Phil has a big beer for you. Actually, Phil has a number of big beers for us.
I would love a Sapporo right now.
The Sapporo in the big can.
So happy.
Oh, hello. You know, I remember we had a party several years back and invited our neighbor. He was kind of a freewheeling guy. And he comes over and he says, what do you have for beer? I said, well, I got this, and I got these Sapporos. He's like, oh, I'll take that. Because it was in the big can. He was not a dummy. Pretty hilarious.
He's no fool.
There's Foster's, and then there's the Foster's Dark. I like the Dark a lot. It's not some crazy...
Nobody in Australia actually drinks Foster's.
Yeah, no, I doubt it. Since 1982. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. It's kind of like, the locals in Baltimore probably don't really drink Natty Boh. It's just the hipsters.
Oh my gosh. The old ladies in St. Pete used to drink cheap red wine over ice with a scoop of fruit cocktail. Oh my God, I want to do that.
You know what you want to do with fruit cocktail? You want to take a church key.
I want to do that with Glendora.
Take a church key and pop it until some wild yeast gets into it. Put a cover on it, let it ferment, and then you got your jungle juice. I think that's what you do with fruit cocktail.
I would say he was kidding, except we have some apple cider fermenting over on the dining room table.
I hope it's actually unpasteurized, as it says, because when it actually starts to inflate, that's when the fun starts to.
He's like, oh, we'll drink it when it starts to inflate. I'm like, really?
It doesn't go moldy. Yeast.
Because we have to not pack the emergency room with food poisoning cases when there are people who actually need beds. So, yeah. Anyway.
When I find the old food in the back of the fridge and it's turning blue, out. That's why I have a compost pile. When I find the juice, which is actually starting to inflate because yeast is going crazy, guess what? Yeast is very zealous and will crowd out everything else.
Yep.
And what is it producing? Alcohol. So at the end of the day, disinfectant.
Nope.
Just saying. Sapporo reminds me of hanging outside of CB's. I remember back in the day when I was going to CB's, I think Yangling was a prominent sign. But back in like the 70s, when they were first starting, the prominent sign hanging there was 3 rings. And the 3 rings actually meant Valentine. They were serving Valentine there. And for a while...
At CB's?
At CB's.
That's so funny.
And I just saw some pictures recently. I think Marky posted these somewhere of in the early 2000s when they were serving Rheingold. When Rheingold was actually revived. And I'm like, Rheingold and Valentine.
Which baseball team was Rheingold?
All right. You've got Rheingold and Schaefer. Rheingold was Yankees. Schaefer was Mets. Anybody want to correct me? Because I didn't remember this. Back in the day, I was watching Sox games at all, and that was Gansett.
Lisa likes it. I like Sapporo, too.
I like Sapporo.
Lisa,
yep.
I'm with you.
I like Sapporo. If I had my other hat, that Sapporo pin is like kind of front and center.
Pardon me.
So,
nice.
John is giving me a big vote to Valentine. We can still get Valentine. It's made by Pabst. I think it has a specific flavor, which I like a lot. I wish I could get it in cans. I normally cannot. But, this is an old man beer thing. There was also the specialized Valentine. Let me see if I still have one of these. Oh, Texans drink Coors. Banquet beer. Because every day it's a banquet.
Yeah, because Colorado, right?
Oh, Tuborg Gold. Oh, jeez.
Tuborg Gold. I haven't heard that in years.
3 words for you. Mickey's Big Mouth.
Oh, no. I don't even know what he's doing. Moosehead. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing all these names. I heard Lowenbrow earlier. I haven't heard that in many years. Might it be time? We're in a pandemic.
Not yet.
We could all.
We're still aging. All right.
We're still aging.
Here's a kind of a classic. This is not an ancient bottle. This is only about 4 years old. This is something called Ballantine Burton Ale. It is not the original Ballantine Burton. Back in the day, when Ballantine was just another brewery in the States, maybe 1940s, they started brewing something called Burton Ale, which was like a high-gravity ale. And this was not put on the shelf. They would brew a certain quantity of this stuff, put it in bottles, and they would make presentation bottles to the distributors, and distributors would get these things. And usually the stuff would age for like 20 years. And it was like circa 1941, and the bottling was 1961. And apparently, back in the 80s, somebody had some ancient bottle of this stuff. Remember, it's high-gravity beer, so it can last for a long time. And probably, maybe in the 70s even, they give a bottle to some guy named Jim Cook. You know Jim Cook? He tries this stuff, and he's like, this is the best beer I've ever tasted. And he starts thinking about his family history, brewing beer, and he digs up his grandfather's recipe for lager, and he starts brewing it, and he says, I love this, and he starts brewing beer, and that's the Boston Beer Company. Bang. Inspired by Burton Ale. Well...
See, he's talking about Sam Adams, for those of you not following this.
That Sam Adams was inspired by Burton Ale. So this stuff was just this classic stuff that was a presentation. You couldn't even buy this.
He's saving this bottle as one would save a bottle of champagne for their daughter's wedding. We don't have a daughter.
I want to keep aging that for a while.
We don't have a daughter. And, yeah, anyway. Off the table, Mabel. The corner's beer.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Black Label.
Wait, go back.
You know who else drank Black Label? That was Jeff Bronner's father drank Black Label.
Okay.
Because it was cheap. Hams! The beer refreshing.
Father-in-law was a faithful Schlitz. Yep.
I've had friends say about Schlitz.
Hams. Oh my gosh, the comments. Schlitz, hams. Yeah.
We're getting an old man beer territory here. And, of course, I'm a specialist.
It always comes back to old man beer. Let's just face it.
I'm a specialist. Well, we're talking this show with these, like, yahoos. And I got to say, there's a lot of old man beer going around there. I don't care how many vodka bottles they show on this show. Cheap vodka bottles, too. Cheap.
You might need to open a can of Hippo or Gansett.
Gansett cold. All right. Beer cocktails?
You might need to open a can of Gansett. Old man beer. Old man beer alert. I just keep topping myself with cider. Because, tomorrow is another day, and I would like to wake up and not feel horrible. So, oh wait. All right. Are you here? Tiger King is asking us, are you still watching? Yes, I'm still watching. So I'm going to go change that.
You make that happen again.
Continue.
From the land of Gansett Bay, comes the beer refreshing. Gansett beer refreshing. Gansett. Hams, of course, had that sort of like pseudo-Indian music going on. Gansett had like Chief Gansett back in the day, who was drawn by, you can see the actual pictures from the 40s. Gansett, of course, dates back to the 1890s. The cartoons of Chief Gansett were drawn by Ted Geisel. Dr. Seuss.
Oh my gosh.
Look that up. That's pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
There we go.
Everyone had their favorite. You had your Rheingold people. You had your Schaefer people. You had your Schlitz people. And they would not switch.
No. Faithful.
No.
At the end of the day, here's the thing about the old man beer challenge that I've done many times. Can you take 4 of these and tell them apart? And I've had, at this point, I guess we've done this 6 times. I have usually had a champion. I think one year, the best people could do was 3 out of 4, which is still pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
But even last year, one person tried 4, and I believe those 4 were Gansett,
Utica Club.
Utica Club we had, but definitely. Definitely Jenny Cream.
Yep.
And the 4th one.
I don't remember.
What do we have? There was another ringer in there, and it wasn't Schlitz.
I don't remember.
And that person nailed him. I think, good grief. My hat's off to you. So he got
Must have been Gansett.
He got the gold store. Gansett was one of them. Definitely.
Gansett, Jenny,
Utica.
Utica.
What's the 4th?
Schlitz?
No, I didn't have any Schlitz in there. What would we have had? I love an old man beer that's a little hard to find, actually.
I don't remember.
If I could find...
Doesn't matter.
If I could get Rheingold, it'd be in there.
Hams?
Might have been Hams. Maybe it was Hams.
Might have been Hams.
Could have been. We had some Hams in there. So, but definitely. And my point is, can you tell them apart? Because about 3 out of 4 of those brands are made currently by Pabst Brewing.
I think I took the test,
and
I did really well.
You did.
And it was pure luck.
You were 2 out of 4. It was
pure luck.
Excellent.
I
couldn't
no
do this.
idea.
I couldn't do this. I run the challenge. I couldn't do this.
It was just guessing.
Schliemanns. Oh, yeah.
Schliemanns.
Definitely. Thank you, Amy, for the love.
Miller High Life. Michelob.
Oh.
High Neighbor. Rolling Rock. Oh, my gosh.
Cider.
Yangling
is a great old man beer. The truth is that they have a couple of good brands.
Of beers.
They do a black and tan mix, like pre-mix, which is actually very good. And they also have a kind of a premium lager.
Yep.
I forget what that's called. It's actually really good.
Which brand?
Yangling. Yangling has it's like old sort of frothing Schloss. I gotta look this up. Let's see.
Frothing Schloss. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good at all.
There was old frothing slosh. I forget who was made. Are you
over 21? Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, right.
So far
Going
over
to the Angling site here. I need to find their brands. Our beer. Our beer. Boom, 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 boom. Year round.
I can't. There's something called Yangling Flight. I've never seen that.
Lord Chesterfield Ale.
Oh.
Honestly, that's like Valentine to me. That's a very good beer. So.
Although people are like, Lord Chesterfield, yeah. So.
Foster's Green. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Foster. We've had that. Oh, yeah. Your mileage may vary on Lord Chesterfield.
That's the DAC beer you're talking about there, Mike. Yeah, 2 cans will do you. Well, that's because it's 4 cans of beer, my friend. Ow! Yeah, I was like.
Yes, Glendora will be back soon. I'm trying to decide which song Glendora I should sing.
Okay, Olympia. There's a vote for that from Phil. Yeah. Do you distribute Olympia? Oh wow, cool. Could be fun.
Franzia.
Rolling Rock from the glass line tanks in Latrobe. That was the deal back in the day. Contemporarily, it's made by
Modelo,
Budweiser.
Mexican old man beer. We happen to have some Modelo in our fridge right now.
We do have a Modelo. And, John saying the fourth was Franzia in the box. Well, if you don't like Yangling, try the Lord Chesterfield. It's actually a good beer. Just saying. In the meantime, we have this Gansett here. Got to do something with it.
We did get some
Beer cocktails.
Negro Modelo before it became scary to go to our local supermarkets.
So we still have some Negro
we
Modelo.
do have some.
I prefer the Negro to the Claro Modelo. Honestly, as such things go, it's a really great dark Munich lager, which all of those dark Mexican beers are Munich lagers.
Yep.
Big migration circa 1900 of Germans to Mexico. That's where all those Mexican beers come
I
from.
remember when we went to
Dos Equis,
this.
Modelo.
Oh, Peels.
Peels.
Yeah.
There
I
you go.
remember when we went to the supermarket and we bought the Modelo. That seems like a really long time ago.
Mhm.
But I remember the checker was laughing because you were wearing this like work glove to use the where you enter your phone number to get your points.
The pin pad.
The pin pad. He was wearing this like heavy duty leather glove, and she was just like, ha ha ha. I doubt if she's laughing.
Not laughing now.
Yeah, no.
Even then I knew. But I work for a
Dreadlock holiday.
risk-averse company.
Santa Dreadlock holiday. Rousselet, 50 cents.
We have a vote for micheladas. We do not have tomato juice. And actually, I do not like Bloody Marys a lot, although I will make you a killer one if you're ever here. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
we have had friends bring tomato juice, and we are happy to mix.
I can definitely kill that. We usually have the celery on hand. Not a problem. My mother-in-law.
We have a ton of celery right now.
My mother-in-law loves them, so I would absolutely make you one. Sure. And it would be good.
We have a ton of
We
celery.
have good vodka.
We got celery at the farm store.
Room Select, 50 cents. No pays, no bills, no bets. Ain't got no cigarettes. There we go with the copyright infringement again.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
we might have lowered our standards of copyright infringement for the whole pandemic, but
Glendora might just be queen of the road. It depends. You imagine that she's the queen of the road
queen of the road.
in her plum crazy Challenger. I'm just saying. Oh man, just got
That's what I'm waiting for.
butterflies.
The day that we can afford to buy Glendora her own car.
Her own personal car. Oh.
So Glendora
Wowza.
can go on the road and do episodes without us. Because she has her own car.
She can do herself. Well,
Yeah.
let's see here. What would go into a nice...
Man of means by no means.
a gal of means by no means.
Queen of the road.
Of course, Glendora is a gal of means by all means because of the number of ex-husbands who have left her well prepared.
Alimony. It's an art form.
That doesn't explain why she shows up here and drinks our box wine. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Not lately. She's social distancing.
It's also true.
And I've heard she's low on wine.
Chimney glass.
What are you making?
Want to make sure this stays cold.
Are you making a drink?
Yep. Couple ice cubes.
I gotta write this down.
Yep.
For our Patreon patrons.
Patrons. All right, I think I got actual... this is ridiculous. I'm going to get actual large ice cubes.
Our
over here.
Patreon patrons who are still here will get all of these recipes tomorrow.
That's fine.
Otherwise, we will post our featured recipe tomorrow.
Built-in glass.
Might want to drop a link to our Patreon page. This would be a good time. I'm just saying.
You know the classic, and Sam has actually dropped it. All my exits live in Texas.
Oh, and what are you making?
Beer cocktail.
Does it have a name?
Not yet.
It would help if you gave it a Tiger King name.
Sam is actually thanking us for getting him drunk.
Oh, well, you know, it's what we do.
Got you drunk.
It's what we do.
I got you drizzic. There we go. So this is something that is a Tiger King thing. What do we got? Who haven't we actually nailed yet? In their ridiculous.
We haven't gone there on Jeff Lowe, but he's evil.
Well, he's no more or less an idiot than the rest of these folks.
I
So
know.
why
Well,
don't we
but
actually...
he's a little more malignant, I think.
What about our documentarian here? This guy.
Oh, Rick, what's his face?
Rick, what's his face?
Let's call this the Rick, what's his face?
Damn, he looks like a beer drinking kind of dude. There we go. So, old-fashioned glass.
I'm calling this the Rick, what's his face?
Collins glass. Dang. Give me an ice cube because we gotta keep it cold. Things should be cold, but they get warm. Bang, ice cube. One big one.
Glass.
Sam, if you're still with us, Sam? Sam? Shoot, we lost Sam. Well,
no, Sam's here.
If you're still with us,
Sam's here.
I think you could withstand a beer cocktail, and you probably have some Modelo in your fridge or something like that. Maybe maybe Tecate, maybe Pacifico. That would be perfectly fine.
I like Pacifico.
We
That's
need
a good one. All right.
A very old man style beer for this because we're going to do that. I would like to try that. You know what I think this man would like? Something apricot flavored. Do we have something apricot flavored?
We do. Pardon me.
Pardon her while she gets this thing. In the meantime, I'm going to give this a little sour because it will improve things. So once again, with my measuring glass, I'm going to measure out about half an ounce of this business here. This is lime juice. It's fresh. If you cannot get fresh, choose a good quality bottled. If you
How do you
need
feel
a
about
good quality
peach?
bottled, apricot's on the top shelf.
Oh. It's not as good.
Do you think this man cares?
I do think this man cares. He's a discerning person.
Walking Chucky. Oh, I'm telling you. Half an ounce of apricot brandy. This is not an apricot eau de vie. This is really base liquor is probably your grain alcohol. It's actually got some
Black Prince.
apricot flavoring and some sweetness to it. It's more of an apricot liquor. We'll definitely say that. So,
All right.
I'm going to take that.
That's all you have so far?
So far, that's all I've got. I want to add some bitterness to this.
$3,000 stripper cocktail.
Yeah, that's par for the course with this show too. But
That's
definitely, this show would definitely do $3,000 strippers. In some cases, what these guys promote is, I'm thinking of who's our guru there,
Doc Antle.
Doc.
We already did the Doc Antle
Yeah.
cocktail.
Now he actually has his gals, who are kind of his fembots, operating his place there. And what does he do? He sizes them up and down, and he's just like, you're great, but you could use bigger. So there's a big implant thing going on. It's like, what a creep. I'm telling you. So he doesn't really deserve this, but I would tell you that our documentarian put up with all of this, so I'm going to give him some quality stuff.
But I want Carol Baskin on you, so.
Yeah. Let's give this a dash of Campari. Ooh, kind of classy.
Oh,
I wanted some bitter. There we go. That should be enough. I want just a hint to bitter it up a little bit. Put that back there. And I'm going to take my old man beer, crack that sucker. Got it, you can.
I feel like the Rick, what's his name, should have coffee, though, because he's always drinking coffee.
He seems like a beer drinker from time to time. Maybe he used to be a beer drinker. Nice foamy head.
He used to be.
I will serve that to you anytime.
Yeah, Amy says, you guys earned a triple overtime. Amen. I'm like, wow.
The great thing about a lot of time on these broadcasts is that you get rewarded for it on the socials. So we don't mind running a little long from time to time. This is an extraordinarily long broadcast tonight. Maybe I was inspired by the fact that I'm still running and Australia just tuned in. So, hey, those folks, it's about 10 a.m.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. These social media platforms reward us for the amount of time we can just stay standing on these videos. And here we are standing, so.
I think I see a fair number of videos where people go on for a really long time and they're not saying that much.
No.
I'm not going to slam or name any channels.
YouTube, Facebook.
But for 2.5 hours now, we've told you about some fun stuff with
2.5 hours. Oh my god.
These fools on this silly Tiger show.
No, 1.5 hours.
You want to say 7?
Oh my God. I'm amazed we're still standing.
Haven't had that much.
That's true.
I'm not going to drive.
It's been low alcohol.
I'm not going to drive.
There's nowhere to drive.
There's also nowhere to drive.
No.
So there you go. Boom, done.
No.
Yep. Lisa loves the long ones. Well, you know, we try to make these things work.
Mm-hmm.
John is recommending beer,
you.
hot dog water, a splash of Fireball. Now that sounds like our Tiger King.
We just need hot dogs.
I just got some abdominal pain.
We just need hot dogs. We don't have hot dogs.
Amy says 10 a.m. time for a cocktail.
Oh my God.
You know something? 10 a.m. tomorrow, I'm off work.
He's off work. His company gave everyone the day off tomorrow because they're all home anyway.
Thank you, folks. That was actually, it was a very magnanimous gesture. The entire company right now is from home. And management knows that we're all like working hard to make things happen. I certainly am. We're just trying to keep things going. And it's like, it's a risk company. So we're very, very aware of everything that's involved in this. And the fact that whenever people start talking, when can we get back to work? When can we socialize again? It's like about a month after you think you can. Maybe 2 months. You really need to wait this one out. You know something?
Yep.
A little distance makes the heart grow fonder. I mean, we're still here talking to you every week on a Thursday. We're still here to come to you every Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, we have regular episodes for you. Occasionally, we just decide, okay, we'll just fire off something
Peter
at you.
says 10 a.m. is early. Oh, God, no. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I stay up late. Like, it was up reading till about 5 a.m. And I'm like, I don't know. I might wake up, whatever, but... Yeah, I don't know. Especially in this time, like my schedule it doesn't make sense. So, I might be working at 4 a.m. and I might be sleeping at 10 a.m. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Your schedule is your own. And
exactly.
you do this and that.
Exactly.
Just some comments over here on the YouTubes.
Oh.
Glendora hits everyone goes to wine country. Oh, we have thought about that.
I want to do a Glendora wine tour.
We could do that.
I want to hire a limo and have Glendora just go do a wine tour.
But she hires a driver and drinks in the backseat. Boom, done.
Exactly.
Either you're ahead of us or we're ahead of you, but yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I want to do that.
What do we normally do for Halloween? Oh, we're getting to that point in no time, I guess. We do some interesting things. We had a good Halloween episode last year. Some great live broadcasts all through October.
Usually on Halloween night, we're home handing out candy because we get a sizable number of kids.
And the front room out there is fully lit up all year long. And the rest of the block here is like not much. So kids walk down the block and they're like dead.
They're like, we love your house.
Check
we're
this
like,
out.
yeah, it's like this 365. But anyway.
These 10-year-old kids are looking and like, I love this room. I'm like, of course you love this room. It's
meanwhile, it's
made for fun.
But,
But
yeah.
You can't stay here, son, but here's some
night
candy.
We're usually home.
Yep.
But I hope that we'll have kids this year. I don't know what to think. I hope that we will have kids and we can hand out candy because that's really fun. So
at 10 a.m., if you're actually home at 10 and you decide it's drinking time, maybe it's Saturday and that's perfectly reasonable, or Sunday and it's brunch time. The fact is that on a Saturday or a Sunday, earlier is considered perfectly reasonable. My personal opinion is that anything before noon is slightly early, except on weekends. But still, I probably don't hit that until maybe 10 or 11. I don't think I've ever had a shot at 8 in the morning. That's a little early.
that is a little early.
But noon is very reasonable. When you get to brunch, well, there you go. Waffles, chicken, eggs, whatever in the world is your breakfast. And if you want to have a Bloody Mary with that, that's your bag. If you want to have a mimosa with that, absolutely. If you want to have champagne cocktail, well, I tend to move
Eggs Benedict.
more towards, Eggs Benedict is my go-to. Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Sunday is Easter.
Sunday's Easter. I think we need a special breakfast. Maybe we need to crack a bottle of bubbles for that.
I know, yes. And I know what we need to do.
My other go-to, by the way, if I do not have bubbles or I just don't care to crack a bottle, is usually, and she knows where I'm going with this, Ramos Gin Fizz. Yep.
That's a good one.
That's a great thing. It's an excellent brunch drink.
You're having kids this year. No.
Having is a very generalized term.
Only if they show up at the door.
Accommodating kids as guests in our home for candy, of course. Hi.
Which just sounds wrong too.
Great costume. Here's your candy. See you later. That's the idea right
Here's
there.
your candy sawed off.
Bloody Mary and bagels. We just had bagels today, as a matter of fact.
We do. Thursday's our bagel day.
OC bagels. Cream cheese lox. That's the way to go, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, when you work the graveyard, 8 a.m. is normal. Hello. That's too true. And in your business, somebody is on that plant all day long, aren't they? Because it's nuclear power.
Yep.
But definitely. But I will always recommend a Ramos. It's a crazy ass drink that only has a few ingredients. You just have to shake the hell out of it.
Hugo says Easter breakfast should be candy. I love that.
Well, you know,
we happen to have a Panadone from Christmas.
Yeah. Maybe
that we didn't use, but we can make French toast.
Maybe it's French toast time. French toast, French quarter. Oh, I'm thinking New Orleans. It's time for Ramos. So definitely.
Hi, Gil.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking we have Christmas breads, Christmas cakes that we can make into French toast for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Seems appropriate.
Yep.
And
I am highly oriented towards brunch. For a special brunch. Oh, spaced it for a second.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, being Eggs Benedict. And
Eggs Benedict is good.
Could do that. Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
It's like Hollandaise looks like this very complicated thing. John, you're still here with us? Is it really that complicated to make? I think you just need to lay out all the ingredients. It's like stir fry. You've got to have everything ready to go. Bang, 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 and then you're good. If you're searching for the butter, you're toast.
Hold on. Text head and mumbles.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
UMass. Bang.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Okay.
Didn't the Pixies record a song called UMass? Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
I think I have that on record.
Peep French
toast.
toast.
Okay, John, ready? This is
Peep
a Ramos.
French toast. Is that what I think it is? Does it have peeps?
Peeps French toast. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, John, you ready?
Can't scroll.
Here's a
Can you
Ramos.
scroll?
What? I can scroll. Yeah. There we go.
Alright, you scroll.
There you go.
I don't have it.
Great Hollandaise. Well, she should, because I've seen her work. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Butter, eggs, lemon juice. Not too much to it.
Okay.
Not too much to it. Lamb. Now, that's a real polarizing
Oh
thing.
my gosh. Well, all of the vintage people are making lamb cakes for Easter. I don't know. I'm not that much of a baker, but I love the idea, so.
Well, I think we're talking leg of lamb and like.
No. They make it in the shape of a lamb.
I would do lamb. She would have to do lamb. I think.
No, I'm not talking about lamb. I'm talking about lamb cakes.
Well, I believe that Hugo here is talking about lamb. Period. Lamb is a popular thing historically to make for Easter.
Oh, I know, but I'm just thinking like they're so intricate, and even the bad ones are better than I could probably do. So I will probably lay out of the lamb cakes. I'm not a baker.
Bye, Michelle. I'm sorry.
Kenneth, hello.
Yep. Hey, Kenneth. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh.
If you watch the rest of the show, Michelle, you'd see that we're having a lot of fun with this. That's the whole idea. That's all it is. I think that a lot of the folks on that show
Michelle.
are a bunch of fools, and it's kind of crazy. It's a train wreck. That's why we watch these sorts of things. I also watch In Search Of, which is a really stupid show.
True.
Okay.
True.
Yes, that's why the UMass, but definitely, I haven't liked those guys a lot. They were a lot of fun.
Exactly.
So Don's listening. Ready to go? Okay, Ramos Fizz. You have all of this at all times. This says juice of a half a lemon. That's half an ounce. Okay, white of 1 egg. I think half a white of 1 egg because you're going to mix for 2. So it's going to be 1 ounce of lemon, 1 egg white, and you'll use that egg yolk in something because, right? It says a teaspoon of powdered sugar. You can skip that. 2 ounces of gin per. Tablespoon of sweet cream or milk, whatever you want to use, and a half teaspoon of orange flower water. You probably have that. That's why I'm telling you. People don't normally keep orange flower water. I do because I like Rainbow's Fizz. But at the end of the day, 2 drinks. Ounce of lemon, 1 egg white, 4 ounces of the gin as your base, and then maybe 2 tablespoons of cream, milk, whatever, and then a teaspoon of the orange flower water. Shake with cracked ice and strain into a Collins filled with carbonated water and stir. You want to shake that for a hell of a long time because it's got an egg white in it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ramos apparently used to shake these for 15 minutes. I think that's showbiz. You can shake it for about 2. But shake the hell out of it. Pour. You get this great foamy head. I would use a chimney, not a Collins, because it actually makes a really nice column to you. And throw a straw in it. And go to town. That's it. It's a really simple drink. It's just sort of a simple sour. The egg white makes it nice and foamy. It's a cool thing. Classic. Velveteen Marathon. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Some people have left us. I'm sorry. We're not here to offend anybody.
I'm not sorry.
I am not condoning anything that happens on this damn Tiger show. These people are out of their damn minds. I've been saying that for 2+ hours.
They're not listening, whatever. Goodbye. See you later. Bye-bye.
These people are out of their damn minds.
Yep.
Breeding cats and then you have to shoot some of them? That is cruelty.
That's terrible.
But if I want to wear fake, cheetah print over here, it's blue, for God's sake. Yep. Let's be real. We're having fun.
Exactly.
We're making some fun drinks.
You can't handle satire. Bye-bye.
Some
can't
people
be worried about it anymore.
Certain people do not actually get satire.
Nope.
That's why I had to unjoin certain organizations because
oh my gosh,
I like comedy.
Well, I shared on my personal Facebook. If I'm offending anyone, bye-bye. I don't even care anymore. I shared an article from The Onion that I thought was hilarious. And someone was like, I didn't think this was funny. I'm like, because it's from The Onion. It's a joke. I can't be worried about it.
You cannot.
Bye-bye.
You cannot actually accommodate everybody and everybody's taste and everybody's mentality.
Stupid person. I can't even.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nope.
Yes, thank you, John. That's the basic idea.
Bye, Felicia. Exactly. Bye, Felicia.
Doug, I have orange
Bye,
flower
Felicia.
Water. Doesn't everybody have orange flower water? Yeah. Well, John, I believe you do because you too do a fair amount of cooking and baking.
Exactly.
Kind of an essential ingredient. You can usually get a really good brand that's made from orange flowers. That's great. Rose flower water is another one. We usually have that on hand. Yeah. When I make orgeat, I tend to use both. That's a very good idea. Orgeat is easy to make. You do not have to go crazy. I need to make it again. Just saying. I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Hugo's noting was at a party. Peep margaritas and put the peeps in the blender.
What? They didn't stick to the blades of the blender?
Wow, I'm sensing a horrible mess. I'm just saying.
I want to know how that worked. I'm very interested. Because I would think the peeps would stick to the blades of the blender.
I think you would seize up the blender and burn out the motor, and then you'd be in trouble. And it's like, oh, gee,
but if that didn't happen, I want to know about it.
Oh, I broke the blender. It's like, oh, shucks,
I want to know about that. Yeah.
This is the kicker.
Yep.
Amy watches Velveteen show, but not the Tiger show. Hey, you don't have to watch any of this. The Tiger show.
Oh God, no.
Goddamn train wreck.
Do you?
Do you? Yeah. It's kind of like you decided to give it a try, and you're like, this is absolutely stupid.
I put it on.
Stupidiferous.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Oh, I don't mind.
I put it on one night. Paul had fallen asleep. We were both on the sofa, and he fell asleep. And I was like, "Oh,
long day.
I don't know. I got to put something on." And I saw people talking about Tiger King. I was like, "I'll put it on." And I was just like, "Wow, this is nuts." So yeah,
we watch a fair amount of nut stuff. These really intense shows with absolute idiots doing stupid stuff.
Yep.
It's not like
and a lot of these people are idiots. I'm not going to say they're not.
I don't get any joy out of a show like like the MTV show where people were being punked. It's like, that just sounds kind of cruel.
Is that still? I don't know if that's still.
Oh, that's a long time. Dating myself, right? But a show where fools are just being fools, and you're like, what?
Yep.
You know, some of these people are in jail now because they committed felonies.
Yep.
Hello. If that means that they're away from the Tigers, that's probably for the best. There you go.
But I think we've given Michelle too much energy. Bye, Felicia.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway.
Doug says an Oster can handle it. I think you're right.
Yep. Exactly.
Get a good blender.
Not worried about
We have
it.
a Kitsch-en that can really crush.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say what it can crush. But yeah. Yeah. Agreed, Sam. Yeah, no too. Well, we've given you a bunch of like sort of these tiger themed things, and I think, look, you don't have to watch this show to think that you like tiger themed cocktails, because big cats are a lot of fun. Big cats are top predators. At the end of the day, they should be the top predator, but actually probably we're the top predators. It's just that we don't eat tigers.
No.
Mostly human beings like to kill tigers, and that's a real shame because they are an important part of the ecosystem. And that is part of our point here. If we are inspired by a popular show...
I'm not going to stop here.
No.
Keep this going.
I'm keeping going.
I'm
not actually winding down. I'm just kind of wrapping up some ideas here. Yeah. Because we're still rolling on. Maybe we're going to make 3 hours tonight. Wow, won't that be a big fun on the YouTubes where we get some ratings? Maybe we do that. I don't know. But we've had some fun drinks. We've mixed up some things that were specifically oriented towards people. We've mixed up some things with some pretty reprehensible contents that ended up being pretty good.
Don't dare me.
That's a dare you time. Uh-oh. Here we go. Who dared her? Hello, Andrew. Just joining us.
Don't dare me. Crazy Michelle dared me. I am not going to end this broadcast on a low note. Don't dare me. People think I'm all nice, and I am. I'm extremely nice, but don't dare me.
She's a nice one, really.
Don't dare me.
She'll treat you well.
Would you hand me a highball glass, please? I'm going to make another drink.
Ooh. Perhaps a highball that looks like this highball?
Thank you. We are anti-animal abuse. We are pro-good TV. So.
Yes. And we watch a fair amount of television that's a little daft, and I don't actually take any shame at that at all.
I am pro-good TV and anti-animal abuse. On that note...
Please. Want to go to town on this one?
Yep. Yes, I do. Unfollow me if you want.
Marathon!
I would raise my middle finger, but I won't do that.
Marathon, not a sprint, which is why I'm drinking beer cocktails. They last longer.
What is the measure on this?
1 1/4. Big guys 1 1/4.
I need a 1/2. Can you hand me the...
I don't know if we have that. Is this 1 1/2?
We do. No, the one next to it, though. What is that?
That's 1 2.
Oh, okay, that's 1 2. Okay.
1 2.
Perfect.
Yep, there you go. Measuring the shot glass, people.
If you wouldn't mind writing this down.
Oh, I don't mind at all. That's part of my job, folks. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh.
Mike says double dare. Mike says double dog. Hey, you went to double dog dare in a second there, son. Mike committed a certain offense by going past the 1.5 dog dare directly to the triple dog dare.
Here, kitty. Oh, because we didn't open this one. I'm like, why is this so hard to open? Because we didn't open it.
Because it's a new bottle.
Okay.
All right. Sally simply says Niagara. Yeah, Niagara is a really excellent beer. I was actually in a old man bar in New Jersey. Where was this? This was the capital of New Jersey. Trenton. And I asked for a Negro Modelo, and the gal looks at me and says, okay, and hands me a Modelo, regular.
You're like, what?
And it's kind of like she thought I wasn't really ready for the Negro. I'm like, I really like the Negro Modelo, to tell you the truth.
Okay, so that was 1 ounce of Reposado.
Super sloppy double there. Oh, Peter's definitely actually going out of proportion.
Oh boy, new comments 14. This might have been the best thing to happen to us.
Maybe we need to do a marathon every damn week. I don't know.
No, I was just thinking like people under like, oh, by the way, I'm going to flounce off. Bye, Felicia.
If you want to flounce now because we don't have time for you. If you want to stay, we have all the time in the world.
Ain't got no time for you. Okay.
Thank you very much for putting up with us for 2 hours and 50 minutes because we're just giving you a little entertainment here. That's all it is.
Half-ounce ginger liqueur. Where's the lime juice? I have a crazy idea. Thank you. I have a crazy Glendora-esque idea.
That was 1 ounce of tequila?
There was an ounce of tequila.
Half ounce of the ginger?
Yes. Half-ounce fresh lime juice. And
we use fresh when we can. Lately, it's been a little rationed, but we have fresh limes now.
This is nuts, but I'm going to add a half-ounce of dry red wine.
Crazy ideas usually play pretty well around here.
And then I'm going to fill my chilled Negro Modelo. And I'm going to enjoy every sip. Unfollow me if you want. I don't care. That is so good.
Got a good thing going on. John says, I think Michelle was Carol from Baskin. Oh!
Ah! Wait, go back.
Sam, all of them. One murdered her husband and Venice remains the Tigers. Rumored, but people believe it. One runs a slave polygamy colony. Yes, actually, that's...
wait, John.
That's
I think Michelle was Carol Evan Baskin.
And one exploits gay lovers 30 years his younger. Well, that's Joe. And the fact is that his gay lovers are usually straight guys who are into the meth.
That's the thing. Like they just want it for the meth. Like, whatever.
So he's just exploiting drug addicts. Jeez.
Amy breached accepted protocol.
I triple dog dare you.
Michelle was Carol Evan Baskin.
Peter is quoting laughing. We might have to watch that later. Suck to me.
Wow, I got to remember the
strength. Suck to me.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Never go wrong with the dry red. Amen to that. This is really good. Try this.
Okay, I will try that. Okay, so that is
good.
A tall beer drink with wine. Pretty unusual.
It's weird, but it's so good.
Did you put coffee stuff in there?
No.
Oh, wow. It has a coffee taste to it. It's actually the Negra has sort of a burnt taste to it because of the hops. So let's see that. You want to call that something?
Let's call it the Here Kitty Kitty.
Here Kitty Kitty.
I wanted a Here Kitty Kitty. Why not? Half of my issues with this show involve naming drinks. I'm like, oh God, what can I name this? Here Kitty Kitty.
Here comes
Named
Kitty
itself.
Kitty. Very interesting.
Here Kitty Kitty. Very interesting.
Look, tequila drink. You ready? Anybody? This went by very quickly. 1 ounce of tequila. Choose your shot. I would recommend Reposado because that's what I keep on hand. Call me a slave to fashion. Half ounce of ginger liqueur. There are some excellent ones on the market. Choose your shot. Half ounce of lime juice. Make it fresh. Half ounce of dry red wine. Put that in your Collins glass or chimney glass and fill with chilled Negra Modelo.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. Amanda loves the glasses.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yes, Amanda, she hires a driver and is in the back seat for sure.
Bang, bang, bang. So these glasses are actually, I have one too here.
These are Fiesta ware.
Fiesta ware, yeah, from back in the day. I think I might have broken one of these, which is a real shame, but for the most part, we still have most of the glasses that we had back in the day. Don't put these in the dishwasher, my recommendation.
Nope.
Yeah. Naughty. Might be. I don't know. Well, we've had... Okay, I look up at the screen. We've got the closed captioning on. And
Tiger King.
Mr. Tiger King himself says, great big bleep mansion. That's pretty much what you need to know about this show. Hiya, Tim.
No, but this is Jeff. We're into the Jeff episodes. Tim, hello. Yeah, we're into the Jeff episodes.
And he is pretty malevolent out of all of these people.
I think that he's more evil than Joe Exotic.
Yep.
If Michelle would have stuck around, she would have discovered the
Joe is a little hapless from time to time, and he doesn't quite get it. And what he doesn't get is that threatening homicide on somebody is a problem, and then hiring somebody to actually do it is a felony. That's why he's in prison.
Go figure.
So, word to the wise, folks. I don't care who we want dead. It's not what we do here. And it's not what he should have done there. Yeah. But he was actually captured on film saying things from time to time, and bang, forget it. No tigers were harmed, no cheetahs, no tiger print. This is like strictly material, folks.
There are several. There's tiger, there's leopard, there's cheetah.
It's like, this is so...
It's all here on this shirt.
This is so everything animal, you could not mistake this for actual fur. Just saying. But
anyway,
we tried.
We don't care.
We don't care. I don't care.
We don't care because you know what? The worse your show is, the better the ratings. So,
at the end of the day,
to the top, baby, to the moon, Alice.
As much as this show causes people a lot of psychic grief, it's all over the socials. And it's going absolutely ballistic. And I don't say that that's a reason to watch it just because it's popular. But we happened to tune in and we thought, this is such a crazy train wreck.
It is crazy. But these people are out there and they really exist. And it's fascinating.
I'm not going to go into those, the people that you will see on socials with their paranoid conspiracy theories these days about what's happening with this, that, or the other thing. But these people are out there. And they are absolutely in your face. These people are a strange assortment of mixed nuts. And at the end of the day, it's a little fascinating. And you know something? If this all brings a fair amount of attention to animal use and abuse in this country, maybe some people will donate some money to actual animal rescue foundations.
Exactly.
If you're not talking about big cats, you might be talking about cats and dogs. They deserve it too.
Dogs and cats living together.
Yeah. Because that's sort of like the message from the Church of LDS for you this week.
Oh no. Don't say that.
Apparently frowned upon. Sam, I don't think you need to hire Dave for that little job there. I think you can take care of that yourself. I'm just saying. Boom.
God. Anyway.
Big fun.
You know what? We did it. We're here. We're going on 3 hours.
In 3 minutes, we're at 3 hours. What a marathon.
I feel like we should hold it out for 3 hours.
I can do 3 minutes.
And you might love us. You might hate us. You might not care. But you know what? We did a 3-hour broadcast. God damn it.
We mixed drinks for 3 hours. I'm still standing. You seem to be doing great.
Neither of us is slurring. We're good.
You look pretty awesome. I'm just saying.
You look all right, too. All right. So.
So.
Bye, Felicia. John says, bye, Felicia.
I am an animal print, not animal skin. Just saying.
Oh, my God. Whatever. I can't care. I can't care about that stuff.
Life happens.
But I don't want to end on that note.
No.
I want to end on the Carol Baskin
We're talking
note.
about people who are still here.
The hippie note. The I didn't kill my husband note. That's so much more interesting to me than the animals, actually. The fact that she is like, I didn't kill my husband, and everyone's convinced that she did, and there's no evidence. So I'm like,
either way,
what could have happened to him?
I don't know.
It's only 7 p.m. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I can keep going all night.
Yeah, we go.
Satellite, we love you.
We go
Philip,
for,
we love you. Amy, we love you.
We go for 3 more hours until 1 a.m.
You guys are the best. We love you.
We'll be there at like 10 p.m. West Coast, Dad. Please kill me. You know, it's like
like Like Jerry Lewis.
Yes, it's a Jerry Lewis telethon at about
Sticky.
4 in the morning.
If I'm going to stay here, I need some de-stick because this bar is sticky.
Jerry's tie comes loose and he's just like, please give to something. I don't know what. Light another cigarette for me, please. Thank you. Oh, you know.
I know.
Oh, the days of that sort of thing are kind of long past. And probably long gone.
I know.
It's only 9 p.m. for
Sam.
for
is
Sam.
9-ish here. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you for the love, people.
Sam, we love you guys.
Thank you for the love.
So much.
We just keep going for you. Because no matter what crisis, no matter what's happening wherever, we're going to keep it happening until we run out of liquor.
And we're not going to go abuse animals after this. In case you were wondering.
I don't even have animals to abuse. And it's not like I'm about to do that. I think it's cruel, and humans are a bunch of bleeps. So.
And yet, I find Tiger King fascinating. I really do. I really do. It's amazing to believe that people like this exist. To me, it's not even so much about the animals, which is like, of course, the central theme. So we got to think about that. But it's more like the guy with 4 husbands or the guy with 9 wives. Like, isn't that sort of interesting?
This is part of the thing.
Like, aside from the animals, isn't it sort of interesting that he would find 9 young women who would want to symbolically marry him? Like, I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to me.
Be in his damn compound and work 20 hours a day feeding the big cats.
And I've seen him.
Slave to him.
He's not that great. Like, why would you want to marry this guy? I don't know. It's interesting.
Why would you want to marry this guy? Why would you want to marry this guy?
Why would you want to do that?
We're getting some great comments here, like about telethons. Regrets. I've had a few. I've traveled up each and every byway, but much more than this.
I did my way.
On that note, almost out of Patron. Oh. Folks, it's been about 90 minutes more than we usually do. Let's call this a big double show. And we do this for you because we come up with crazy themes.
And we do it for us because we love it.
It's all kinds of fun. The folks on this show are completely out of their minds. We said that from the get-go, from minute 1. If you watch this show, you understand that.
And I don't think she even watched, so whatever.
If you can't stand to watch this show, I understand. Yep. Not a problem. We still give you about 5 great cocktails. Yep. You're going to find them tomorrow if you're a patron. You'll find one of them if you're not. If you would like to support this show via Patreon, find us on Patreon.
Patreon.com/Velveteen Lounge.
There are several levels starting at $5. Thank you. If you're supporting other causes these days, I understand people are actually dying.
Into that, yep.
We're trying to avoid all of that for all of you. Stay put, stay safe, keep yourself clean. Get delivery. Liquor delivery happens most places, except for Tulsa, as Sam points out.
No.
Oh, no!
No.
But Sam is not in Tulsa. Sam is near Houston, so he probably gets liquor delivery. He's in the live free or die state.
That's New Hampshire.
Texas also lives free or dies. So, I'm just saying. But even here in New York, I think a fair amount of people carry firearms.
John says Carol Baskin called. She's pissed.
I do not like your broadcast.
That would be so amazing if Carol Baskin actually saw this.
Wait a minute. I'm getting a call on my phone over here. That made me
so happy.
Hello? Hello, Carol? Oh, sorry.
God. Oh my gosh.
But,
the comments are the best.
But eventually, I guess you have to get on with your lives because, it's just been boring stuff here all night. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, whatever.
We
do what we can. We're just 2 people.
We'll be here next week. Oh, a pizza. That sounds good. We'll be here next week with another fun theme. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know in advance. We'll throw a playlist on you from Spotify. We can't play music anymore. So you have to listen to that sort of thing.
Exactly.
But you make a great playlist.
We'll figure it out.
For the people.
Whatever we're into next week.
You'll definitely see us Monday for mocktails, Tuesday for cocktails, and whenever we decide to do other sorts of live.
It's like, oh, you know what? I need to end this.
Yes, you do. Carol is pissed. Oh, I gotta tell you.
Wait a minute. Is my phone dead? I gotta plug my phone in.
We can't end this.
I can't end this broadcast. My phone is dead.
All right. 2 minutes, folks. 2
all right.
minutes. Only 2 minutes. Your phone died. Oh,
Definitely the most awkward ending to a broadcast ever, but I control these things on my phone.
I'll get you a battery, I swear.
And my phone is dead. And my hand is sticky.
Okay. No.
That might just be our next song. My phone is dead and my hand is sticky.
I think we lost your mother.
My phone is dead and my hand is sticky. You gotta
hold on, folks. We'll be there in no time.
Hold on.
I gotta love these bits where the tech really falls to hell.
That didn't work. I don't think this battery works either. Oh wait.
No, spur's good. It's
nope.
Good. No, it's good. There you go.
Nope.
You were just very dead. That's all.
No, it's not.
Mike
Look
says,
at this. It's not working.
Your battery came up. Yours working.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did. You're just very dead. You're going to have to wait about 2 minutes to end this broadcast. Well, I guess we're still here. Thanks, Amy.
All right.
Love you. Wish we could see you in person.
We said we would sing. What do you want to sing?
Wish we could see you in person in 5 minutes, but that's not happening right now.
You were talking about singing.
Well,
what are we going to sing?
Maybe. I'm just checking comments here. Okay, theme next week. I don't know, Marcy. We're going to have to come up with that.
Suggestions welcome.
Yeah, we'll take them. We draw these things from the news and see what happens.
Start singing. I can't get enough power on my phone to end this broadcast.
I guess we just have to keep on going for another hour. Who knows?
Oh, no.
Hey, I killed the broadcast. What the? All I tried to do was...
There's no power in my phone.
Yeah, well, I really hate Facebook right now because all I did was kill the stupidity.
Can you plug this into the
No.
ground?
This has plenty of power. Check it out. See that? You have 4 bars.
I can't get enough power to end this broadcast.
You have to let it charge up.
All right, well,
you'll be good.
You entertain the people while I go wash my hands because I'm getting my phone all sticky.
Hang on, folks.
I'll be right back.
We'll be totally great.
It'll be like
I still have the YouTubes. Thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate that. I got to get the Facebook back because I managed to kill it because some stupid dialogue box came up and I clicked it off and it killed everything. Man, I really hate these things sometimes. So give me a second. And home and...
All right.
Velveteen and...
I'm clean.
Here we go.
All right.
We're still live, so I just have to find us.
We're still live because I can't end the broadcast because I can't get enough power to my phone to end the broadcast.
Here we go. Bang. Give me it. Tiger King.
Nope. Still can't get enough power on my phone to end the broadcast.
And John says catathon. Ah! Yeah.
Okay.
La da 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 da.
Oh,
yeah,
I guess we're not ending this.
Peter says go all night.
You know what, Peter? That might happen.
Mike says Partridge Family theme. Oh! Sam says, John, can't get no power, Captain. I'm giving her all she's got.
The battery he hooked up.
I can't get no power to the left engine.
Battery he hooked up is not. Oh wait, okay.
Yes, it
my
is.
phone is.
You got no juice. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Pew.
It was not ending.
Amy says, "Here we are now. Entertain us."
I always say that. I always say, "Here I am now. Entertain me."
Get Smart theme. Oh.
Oh, here we go. Okay, wait.
Sam says, like the Osmonds. Oh.
Like the Osmonds. Oh my gosh, it's making me connect again.
Of course it is. Because you were dead.
Oh, here we are.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Here we are streaming.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Here we are now, streaming.
John says, hi, this is Carol. Bleep asking, can I talk to Glendora? Hi, Carol. So,
I kind of want to stay
are you under arrest?
I kind of want to stay
Currently?
on because I am not passing out drunken. This is hilarious.
Carol, I don't believe you actually killed your husband. I think it's BS. Do you need legal counsel? Do you need other kind of help? I know people. Anyway.
We've been living in DR too long. I know
Telling
people. I'm
Telling
good.
you.
I'm good. I didn't kill him.
We want to go till 10 p.m. Central? Well, that's only like an hour, isn't it?
Well, since he's plugged me in, I guess we can do that.
She's got the juice. Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate
Here
that.
I am now. Entertain me.
Abuse alcohol, not animals. Well, we don't believe in any kind of abuse, but definitely not animal abuse. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I
That
think
was just...
the animals are all innocent. The big cats are great.
You know what? I
Just
gotta
saying.
say that,
Just saying.
in all seriousness, we get very little of that. So if anyone wants to do that to us, like whatever,
Hey,
bye.
happens.
Bye.
If you're gone,
We
you're
largely have wonderful people who follow us. And if you want to accuse us of something stupid,
Everybody here now has been watching us for hours,
yeah.
at least. Some people have had to leave for other reasons. I got you, totally.
Yep.
But if you're still with us after 2+ hours,
Yep.
I guess we're giving you something good, and we love you for it. Because, hey,
Yep.
this is the thing. Every Thursday, we come up with a funny-ass theme, and we try to, do a little fun for you. I'm looking at Joe over there with his, crazy, stupid animal print
Oh,
coat.
it's Doc Antle.
I got a crazy, stupid animal coat. But that's the idea.
Yep.
I'm wearing this sweaty fez because it kind of works.
That's Doc Antle.
Well, we got Doc now. We had Joe a second ago. And now we have Carol, and we get everybody.
Sardine oil can end this broadcast. Oh.
Well, if you actually were to
I
drink
know.
plenty of sardine oil, you would want to leave very quickly.
Yeah.
Mm,
Nope. I don't care. Whatever. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's
I got a
all
beer
good.
cocktail. You got a beer cocktail. I'm so
I do.
I can refill my beer cocktail. Not that much, though. Got to find myself some more Gansets. Hello. If you can't get Narragansett where you are, find your local old man beer. It will do the job.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. It is. All right.
Folks, okay, 3 hours and 12. And I think we have enough juice to finally end this thing. Well,
Put it out of its misery.
I believe this series is about 7 or 8 episodes of madness.
Yes.
So if we give you a mere 3 hours, that's probably appropriate. We'll be back at you next week with another one of these bunches of Lick It Up live broadcasts of complete inanity.
Next week will be something else, and
Yep.
poor old Michelle will miss it. But
Bye up. In the meantime, you all who are still watching, we're going to do some good stuff. We're going to see you Monday. We're going to see you Tuesday.
yes,
If you want to drop a personal on us, we answer questions. Anything about tonight's episode or anything. If you want us to actually prototype the yellow bird, we could figure it out.
we can work on that.
There are such things out
Yep.
there. If we have no idea, I think we could take the available ingredients that were available in 1965 and come up with something that tastes like a really good cocktail. And I will dare say that's what the dude in Paramus did at the at the Levitation Lounge in Paramus in
the
1965.
Levitation Lounge.
So there you go.
I feel like that involved gravity boots.
Probably. Or the 13th floor elevators. Yeah. Well, it's
Anyway,
been a good time.
yes, thank you for joining us. Those of you who are
Still here after all these years.
after all this, thank you for visiting the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. We will see you next week for another music video because we haven't lost enough viewers yet.
Let's keep working it.
Exactly.
Once I get down to 2 viewers, I think I know I've made it.
Exactly.
Brother. And also Mocktail on Monday because you got to cool it from time to time.
Exactly.
And another one of these next week because big fun.
Exactly.
But-
And we haven't thought of a theme for next Thursday, but if you have an idea, let us know.
We'd appreciate it.
And otherwise, stay safe, stay home.
And we will